Thank you very much. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to the Frustration Unlimited podcast.
What the fuck? That's new. That's fucking new.
Sometimes you just got to change it up.
Good evening, everyone. Word.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Frustration Unlimited podcast, fondly known as the FU podcast. Patrick, how are you doing today, sir?
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you, sir.
Well, we can hear you, and we can kind of see you.
Good.
Are you bringing those planes in tonight? Or are you talking to the space shuttle? How's it going, man? I love those headphones, man.
I just want something better than these.
Yeah.
I feel like you should be piloting an X-wing with Luke Skywalker and shit.
No, I already did that last week.
Kind of look like a weird Princess Leia. Anyways, go ahead and Devin, you probably should tag the episode since we're starting off.
All right. Let's see. It is September 26, 2023, episode 185. We're coming to you live from the heart of Texas at 7 p.m. ish.
Yeah.
Because, we got to be fashionably late.
Always.
It wouldn't be us if it didn't. It's a good thing that, you're able to restream this. It's cool,
Yes.
Because for them, we're not late. Whenever we're on time because they wanted to listen to us at that moment.
It's their fault. They named it Restream.
Yeah. Hey, there you go. Do you have any kind of an intro for the evening?
I do.
Let's jump right into that shit, yo.
The FU podcast is your weekly source for a kaleidoscope of perspectives, delving into the latest in news, current events, business, entertainment, sports, and your mom. With the dynamic trio of Devin Ewart, hello, that's me, Patrick McSalty Martin.
He's there in the corner.
He's over there in the corner where he belongs. And
I'm in the corner where I used to be when I was a fucking kid.
That's him in the corner. Beating his meat off by himself.
And the other person you hear singing right now is Andy Henning.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Andy, please don't sing. You'll make my ears bleed like Caleb.
I mean, I don't really do karaoke. I've done karaoke one time.
Or as I call it, scarioke.
Well,
Okay, I won't do it in public. I only do it in front of friends because I don't give a fuck in front of friends. It's public people like God. And you're like, you shouldn't care about what people think, but I do.
Right.
Secret deep down,
Mm-hmm. All right, so we offer a captivating blend of real-life interviews, discussions on health and wellness, your opportunities for you, our audience, to be part of the conversation. This is a podcast for the people, by the people, and tonight's show is no exception. Here's a sneak peek on what we're going to talk about tonight. Local will be diving into the controversy surrounding the Texas National Guard's razor wire around the Rio Grande. National news, get ready for an intriguing debate as we discuss the Miami Dolphins' remarkable game, Amazon's legal tangle, and J.P. Morgan's substantial settlement.
They're in trouble. Ooh, maybe.
This is awesome. World news. Ever wonder what a world without poverty would look like? Join us in this imaginative journey.
You're reading like me, man. What's up with that shit?
I can barely see.
Who said he was reading? This is all off the top of the head.
Yeah, man,
Stop
it's
it.
coming out my pipe.
Yeah. Ain't nothing right over here. Shit.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Hey,
And
Mom.
alternative viewpoints. We'll explore the Hawaii wildfires, FEMA Operation Blue Roof theories, and delve into the mysterious world of adrenochrome and DEW,
That's awesome.
also known as direct energy weapons. What? Oh, yeah, we're definitely.
Adrenochrome. Okay, we're taking it to Fear and Loathing Las Vegas type shit.
And we do have some clips from that, actually.
Stay in par with the normal show shit. Okay. Anything are on.
And in science, for those with a passion for the latest in science, we've got groundbreaking news on pig kidneys, psychedelic drugs, revolutionary materials, and NASA's potential lithium battery game changer. Leave it to NASA. They
Hey,
came up.
Sarah.
What's up, Sarah? How you been? Molly wants to know, why am I associated with Morgan Stanley and Amazon? Well, I didn't know you were.
Yeah, I think Patrick might have said hi Molly in the middle of it or something like that. Sounded, but no.
I did.
Yeah, Molly's involved with the J.P.
I
Morgan.
know. I was like, what did Molly do?
Molly, you don't want to be involved in this story. Trust me.
You're
It's
right.
bad, bad for J.P. Morgan.
Dude, I can't wait to hear it. Oh, your stocks. Oh shit, you got JP Morgan stock. I'm sorry.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see. I haven't dug into the meat and potatoes of the story yet. I only got the headlines ready to go, but it sounds
Nice.
like it could be a banger. Sarah, thank you for tuning in. Molly, thank you for saying what's up. Hey, niece, how's it going?
Sarah, if you're still there, you need to call me.
Auntie's at work right now.
Yeah.
All right. So the weather is basically 90 degrees for the rest of the foreseeable future.
Oh,
What?
the weather. It's hot. Once again.
It's hot. It's abnormally hot. I think we set a record last couple days, and I think we're looking at the temperatures for the rest of the week. Pretty sure we're going to set some more.
Well, I mean, I would say it could come down by next Thursday, or at least start to trickle down by next Thursday.
So you know what that means? This weekend, I have to take the boat out, either Saturday or Sunday, because it's probably the last time. If I take it out Sunday, technically I'll be on the water in October. That'd be fucking awesome.
It's very true. Very true. You know what? Honestly, going out in October, as long as you're not going swimming, ain't that bad. You go out for a cruise.
Yeah.
Cruise and shit. But swimming, yeah, maybe a little chilly.
Yeah, it's when you get out that sucks.
Yeah. So, but yeah, pretty much 90s, 70s, sunny most of the time. We had a tiny tease of rain last week, but ain't happening anytime soon, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like we've had all this like warnings and all this shit, and like we literally didn't even get nothing. Patrick, I saw you had some lightning photos.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We had some pretty good
Was that last night?
The what?
Was that last night? When was that?
That was
It looked pretty awesome.
a couple nights ago. I think it was like Sunday or something.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
A bit southeast of us got tornadoes and hail.
Yeah, I heard or I saw Commerce, Texas, got nailed.
Yep.
But yeah, I haven't really seen anything afterwards. But yeah, like I was getting inundated with warnings. My freaking A-word devices were going nuts.
My asshole device.
The asshole devices were going nuts. And I'm like, and then Willow, of course, the dogs won't go outside. And I'm like, it didn't even fucking rain.
I looked down and still saw stars.
Yeah.
I mean, everything was out that way.
Yeah, and I was looking out towards Patrick, and I was like, it sucks to be him. I can see all the lightning that you were filming.
Yeah.
Did it get bad over there, Patrick?
No, not really.
Any rain at all?
Yeah, a lot of rain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got like 2 drops, I think, maybe.
Really? 2 drops?
I don't even think we got that,
like
dude.
literally I felt 2 drops and that was it. there was no, like, I even looked in the pool, there was no ripples whatsoever.
Yeah, it was bad.
Well, at least it wasn't like Round Rock.
Did they get it bad? Were they the ones that got the tornado?
They're the ones that got the hailstone or hellstorm or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, damn. That sucks, man. Well, thoughts go out to them. Hopefully, I don't know. I haven't heard a lot of news on it. Hopefully, everyone's all right out there. But so, what are we getting into this evening, gentlemen?
So, I don't know if you heard, but Biden basically is going after Abbott, who's the governor of Texas, and basically told him that, it's violation of whatever law that says you can't block a waterway, yada, yada, yada.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, some like fucking, medieval rule way back when. Maritime waters and all that sort of shit that they have, international, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, long story short. So they basically sent somebody. We don't know who. I still haven't got that answer. But the government sent down people and basically took up all the barriers and razor wire and shit. And then immediately followed by that, the next day, without skipping a beat, Abbott decides to put more razor wire.
So
he's like, fuck you very much.
I don't blame him at this point.
So here's the video. I got a little video clip for you that kind of shows the razor wire that they're installing.
I want to see this.
And this is apparently how you install razor wire. That looks real fucking safe. I think it helps if it goes in the water. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm no genius.
I don't know. I'm watching it. It's very freeze framey, dude. It's not really on
Yeah,
there.
it's not-
Yeah, on there,
yeah,
it's not playing very well, man.
Oh, that's.
But anyways, y'all get the idea from it, of what he's throwing out there. But this is Biden coming after him. This is like the handicap picking on the handicap. Like,
it's like two elderly people at the nursing home duking it out, but everything's
Right.
in slow motion.
the thing is what's crazy right now is I don't point out like major stuff, and yes, I've always hired somebody, and I realize they're hard workers sometimes, but a lot of them aren't either. But there is now in the United States the population of 14 states, was it 14? I think it was 14 full-size populations of illegal immigrants in the country right now. It is official. That's counted for.
So I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
As much as it sucks and everything else, and we put locks on our doors and everything else to keep, obviously criminals and keep, bad people out, and to keep, this is our property and out there's your property. Like, I understand that, but how did we get here?
I know. I get it. Don't get me wrong. I get it.
We broke in. We set up shop.
The problem is the opportunity is that amongst those people that are coming here trying to get a better life,
Yeah,
there are thousands that are in
That got
cartels, slave
Brazil.
trading, children. I mean, they come over here and they blatantly try to abduct. And I'm not saying all of them. I don't want everybody out there to be like, that's a broad paint. No, I'm not painting with the broad. They don't all come over here wanting to do this. But the problem is,
thank you for the disclaimer, Andy.
the ones that
You're getting better.
I'm just saying the ones that want to do that
Uh-huh.
are coming across with the ones that, and
That's the problem.
there's no way to, who's gonna, you don't know who's telling the truth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If they got a good enough story, like, I don't know. It's a double-edged sword.
So what do you think the solution is? I'm just curious.
That's the problem.
All right. Patrick, do you got a solution?
Lock it up.
Lock it up? How do you
Yeah.
mean? How do you lock it up? Walk me through that.
Simple.
Okay.
Build Trump's wall.
Okay, builds Trump's wall. Okay.
So
What's your
Well, I mean,
I get that. I mean, there is that, but I mean, there's already been proven to where the CIA and other people have deals, and they're funded tunnels underneath the fucking fences and borders. Like
we already know how well they can fucking tunnel under shit. I mean, look at El Chapo.
And if you think that you think our fucking government didn't fucking know about it, everybody's fucking crazy. If you think that there's a tunnel going under our border that absolutely no one in America fucking knows about on the goods, on what we call not we call, but what has been deemed to us as the good side, our government, you're fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? They just somehow.
I love how a corrupt entity wants to keep out corrupt people. Maybe that's why it's not working.
I know. But you're telling
Patrick, I think we finally figured out why it's not working, because you got corruption trying to stop corruption.
I mean, are you telling me Border Patrol didn't see like excavators coming out the other side of fucking underneath the ground? Like that just.
They saw Elon's fucking boring machine just going.
I'd like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chilling all the way fucking through.
They just
they-
sent trimmers through and it just killed everybody on the other side.
Hey,
So
what's up, Bobby? I was hoping you'd tune in tonight. We got some good juicy topics that you're gonna
shit.
love.
Oh shit,
Bobby. What's up, Bobby?
Bobby, we're
Bobby.
talking about the border right now.
Oh, don't get him started on the border.
Yeah.
yeah, Bobby. Let me hear your since we're talking about solutions. Patrick's solution is just build the wall again.
Easy. We be careful where we tread.
He already knows.
I know, but
Do you
there's
not remember the last podcast? He's like, "Fuck that guy."
people in the audience, they're gonna feel like they don't want to comment.
Right, that's true. Patty cake half man.
Hey, it's
He's got
okay.
jokes,
can
though. I
take it.
got straight
I
up.
know.
You got them jokes.
Bobby does.
Patty cake. That's pretty hilarious, man.
Patty cake.
This motherfucker got more nicknames.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah, like shit.
Yep. Hey, that's okay.
So, Andy, what do you think the solution is?
The wall.
I didn't ask you. You already gave your fucking opinion. I'm asking Andy.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, Andy.
Well, Andy's gonna keep talking and talking and talking and talking.
Honestly,
This is
so-
what we're gonna talk about all night.
Truthfully,
Uh-huh.
He's gonna talk.
I don't think there's a
Mute his fucking mic.
I don't think there's a fair solution. Okay, there's not going to be something that's fair to one side or the other. Here's the issue, though: is I really take issue with the issue that I take issue with is the fact that we can't feed or take care of our homeless already. You know what I'm saying? And
You're almost on the edge of a solution, but you don't realize it.
dude, we got our own issues to worry about right now before we just let people
But
flood.
they're not gonna take care of it
All right. And why, Patrick?
because they're Democrats.
No, it has nothing to do with that.
I know, but I'm just saying. They're gonna, I mean,
I don't want people to think this is
Say
a
it louder
political
for
show.
the, say it
No,
louder for
the
people
thing
in the
is-
back, Patrick.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
The thing,
louder
the
than
thing,
people in the back of your theater.
Go ahead. All right, I want to hear what it's.
the thing is that I mean, whether you're a fucking independent, you're a fucking Democrat or Republican, they're not going to take care of. They're not going to take care of us. They never have. They never will.
Why? Why though?
Because they're more worried about themselves than they are us.
Yeah.
Even though we pay their fucking salaries, kind of like the cops.
That's where I was going with it. The money. You said it at the very end.
Jesus Christ, I mean,
these illegals
it's-
do not pay
it's
their taxes.
simple.
So
Exactly.
they ain't paying
So
nobody.
what? So what? Biden's going to send another 385 million to Ukraine, and we want to own
Don't
Ukraine.
give me, that's a whole different.
I actually.
I'm
let's
just
talk
saying. I'm
about
just
it. That's
saying.
actually where I want to go with
he
it.
sends only $700 to people in fucking Maui.
Yeah, no, that was Did you realize the amount they did the math on it? The amount he sent over there would have been like 120 or 140,000 per person in Maui if he would have given the same amount to Ukraine
No comment.
to Hawaii.
No, I'll talk about it.
I'll talk about it too because at the end of the day, we got homeless issues.
I think The Rock, Biden,
All I
and
know-
Oprah should have all gotten together and asked for more money.
They should.
Okay. Well, all I know.
Popular opinion in the room.
Actually, I got a story about that down at the bottom. We'll get to it.
All I know is I know nothing about the Clintons. That's it.
Nobody knows anything about the Clintons.
Oh,
The people that died did.
tonight though.
Nope, because they dead. They don't know shit.
God.
All right.
That's why nobody knows nothing about them.
Let's not go too far down the political highway. I
Yeah,
noticed
yeah,
that
yeah.
some people don't like to hang on when we start getting into this political shit.
Well, I mean,
No, go back to-
they can start bringing in political shit too. So whatever.
So here's the deal. There's two things that need to happen. Like to your point, we need to stop giving aid to other places and start worrying about our native. Let's be the example. Instead of trying to funnel money and trying to fix other people's problems, why don't we start at home, fix our own fucking problems? And then, and I know people are going to say, well, what about this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. Well, here's what we can do. We can set an example, fix our shit here.
Yep.
Then guess what we'll do? We'll pick a country. The entire world will come together and say, hey, let's help this country. And then we do this. We pick another country, and we say, "Hey, let's help this country." And then we create infrastructure in all these places. They won't want to fucking leave because they have a job, they have a thing, they have something to look forward to. They have a light at the end of the tunnel. Right now, their only light at the end of the tunnel is across the fucking border. And unfortunately, that's the problem. They're trying to find a
Unfortunately, you know
better
what?
opportunity.
Inflation is so bad, their dream is quickly going out the fucking window, bro.
Dude, inflation. It's about to, dude.
We make what was used to be considered a decent fucking salary, and it's almost not enough anymore.
Right, I know.
And they're trying to come get this dream. Like, I get y'all are like, I understand anything's better than what some. I understand that.
So I
But
just had
fuck,
a.
man, things cost so much right now.
I had a financial forecasting meeting today, and dude, it's about to get fucking worse.
Mhm.
I'm like going,
Yep.
oh God, no, fuck. Let's see. Beth says the government started the fires in Maui. That was planned so they can take over the land and make 15 Min City. What out of it? Could you imagine if the world knew the U.S. had laser-based weapons? They already do.
Yeah, so you think they don't?
Bro, we already know. They filed the patent back in
And
fucking 10 years ago.
Even if there are top secret ones, like you don't think the other governments know we have them? We know what they got.
Bet that's... Ooh, shit, did you hear that snap? That pop? Anyway, Beth says inflation ain't shit yet. Wait until the end of January. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
I know.
Had some financial forecasting meetings and stuff like that, and I'm like going, oh, shit.
Uh-oh, look at that. Bonda, new listener.
Listener, Vonda, what's
Oh,
happening?
shit.
What's up, Bonda?
tuning in,
Here's my
Vonda.
shot right here.
We need to find a shot. What do you
know we
mean?
do.
What's your shot? No, what is that? What is? Okay, all right. That passes. It passes inspection.
I know it passes.
Oh, you do. You're gonna get. He's getting salty with me, Devin.
I don't give a fuck, dude. Shut up.
Oh my God, where's my salt shaker?
All
There's
right.
Scatterbrain back there.
All right, so Andy, keep talking about what we're talking about.
Oh, you want to keep talking about the border?
Not the border, the fires.
Let's do it.
The fires. Oh yeah, we went into the fires. Like,
Yeah, we got to give people chances, like maybe 10 or 15 seconds to respond because they're getting a 30-minute or a 30-second.
Yeah, I get it. I mean,
so
it's heavy coincidental. The lines of where the fire stopped, and
Hey, save it. We're talking about it at the end.
Oh, we'll save it. He said we're talking about.
no,
No, he said, I don't want to be the middleman. I don't know what's going on here. We're pouring a shot in honor of the new listener.
okay, Bonda, we're going to take a shot for you.
All right. What is that? It's so small. That's what she said to Devin, too. All right. I'll
Fuck
take
you, man.
All right.
All right, cheers.
Cheers to Vonda.
All right, here we go, cheers, Bonda.
All right.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you very much.
Wasn't that bad that time. I don't know why.
Yeah, because we didn't fill it up fucking 2 shots in one.
I don't mind that.
I do.
Okay.
See, that one was okay.
So how was Hawaii an accidental discharge? I didn't know that that's what they were saying. I didn't know anybody admitted to it being a laser fire. I don't.
Hey, Bobby, give us about 20 minutes. We'll get into it full in depth. So I'll give you kind of the talking points. The land grab, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the water system collapse. We're going to talk about the color blue. We're going to talk about the children. We're going to talk about the school bus. We're going to talk about
We're
traffic.
going to talk about October 4th, too.
What the fuck is October 4th?
Your cell phones are gonna shut off.
Oh, is that
No, the
alert?
chip in the chip. So on October 4th, anybody that got the vaccine they're gonna fucking glitch when they do that national alert.
All the robots
Yeah,
inside
it's a
you will
chip
come
inside
alive.
you've seen Kingsman? Have you seen Kingsman?
No, I haven't.
Oh shit! You're gonna unknowingly have something in your brain that it's gonna trigger when that happens, and everybody who's been vaccinated is gonna fucking wig out. Kill
Right.
each other.
Hey, let me ask Bobby. Hey, do you know anything about Argus? Pentagon's AI. It's pretty interesting. I actually got to test it out. Fuck with it a little bit today. And it's surprising how. By the way, just FYI, before we get into the Maui thing later, when I tried to use both of the AI chats to summarize the story, both of them failed. They would not allow me to summarize the Maui fire. So like they've even got fucking Chat-GPT and Bard
I feel like
both scrubbed
I
from
feel
talking about Hawaii.
I feel like we should have like conspiracy music going on in the background.
Oh
We're
yeah,
talking about it.
good call, bro. Good call.
Hold on, I'll do it.
No, Patrick will play some
And the plot
dumb
thickens.
shit.
What? No, it won't.
I'm kidding.
All right. Y'all keep talking. No dead air.
Okay.
So by the way,
Uh-huh.
so Bobby's talking about government elites are in unison in the depopulation. Yeah, I could see that. No matter what side they're on, it's down, fool. That's so loud.
Quit turning it up, fucker.
Yeah, that's. Dude, you need to put on some. Like seriously, is he putting on? You're talking about keep talking. This sucks.
I know. I'm gonna put some hip hop on.
All right, so
That's what I did.
yeah, it is facts. It's sad facts, unfortunately. It really sucks that that's kind of the gist of it. But You know, do you know what? You know, speaking of vaccination, you know, anybody who hasn't got a vaccinate, has not been vaccinated, you know what they're calling them?
What?
Them? They're calling, it's a TikTok thing going around, and they're calling themselves purebloods.
Oh my god, like the vampires and
Like,
shit?
well,
Yeah.
that's where I went, but apparently
I'm
it's
not vaccinated.
a hotter thing too.
Mm.
And like, if you're a pureblood is like got no muggle blood in them, and muggle is like a normal human. That's what they call humans. They're muggles. But yeah, so that's the new TikTok thing going around. If you haven't been vaccinated, you're a pureblood.
I kind of wish I could go back and like fucking undo
Yep.
and not do it.
Uh-huh. Just look at it this way. At least you're not getting any more.
Exactly. Fuck that. Well, you know,
I'm
it's
not vaccinated either.
suspect from day one whenever they were trying to say that it was, you know, fucking came from a bat in some fucking meat market. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, a bat meat market in a fucking lab. That was lab grown, bitch.
Yeah.
So technically, maybe they weren't lying. They just didn't tell the entire truth.
See, they're in China. They put the Corona logo over it, so nobody. They just think it was a beer thing.
So speaking of
Only
the
jokes.
speaking of the government not telling the whole entire truth, come to find out that they mentioned fairly recently that they've been watching these objects, but they think that they're not of extraterrestrial origin. Yeah.
Of course not. Because we're spying on ourselves. It is what it is.
No, because basically what they're saying or what they've determined is that the alien race, the extraterrestrials, are actually us, but later on in life.
Well, yeah, I've heard that theory.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Big
So,
Bang,
so
everything's-
technically, they're not extraterrestrial. They're us. I mean, obviously more advanced.
Is
but
what it
yeah.
is. As long as
I was like, so how many loopholes have they gotten out of a lie? That's like because they literally spun it.
I know.
It's not extraterrestrial. It's us.
you see, so you know that they're going to hand the bodies over to that dude in Mexico that presented the bodies. He's supposedly supposed to be handing them over to NASA to actually inspect
What's that? Those
bodies.
Mexican bodies? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. It was in Mexico where he presented them, right?
Yeah,
They
it was
found
Mexico,
him,
yeah.
but they were found in Peru. I don't remember.
I'm not sure.
But he's supposedly. But I know, hey, this is going to happen, and people are going to start focusing on it. What else are they distracting us from? But not that anybody is surprised anymore by aliens. Like I see it on the shit, and I'm just like, man, I knew it was going to happen eventually.
So, Bobby, I could answer that without getting into too much trouble. There was two sources that I got that information from, and I can't name either
Sure
one.
fuck can't name Biden in it because he don't know what the fuck is
No,
going
they were documents.
I mean, it is what it is.
One of them is a very
If they're future us,
Secret
then they're
one.
future us. I don't.
Obama.
Maybe they evolved too. I don't know. Who fucking knows, dude? Maybe they're more advanced versions of us. Who knows? Maybe one day everything we know about religion and God's gonna be flipped upside down. You know, it is what it is. Like at this point, like what else more crazy?
We'll get into that one episode because I want to do an actual expose
It has
on
become
that.
the norm. I mean, at this point, with everything that we're so desensitized to as a society, it has
We
become the norm not to be shocked by crazy shit. If in the 90s, like they're talking about the government come out and said, you know, like, hey, by the way, life does exist out there.
Well, you know, the funny thing is, like, when 9/11 happened, people would be like, oh, the government would never lie to us, you know, when they did their supposed investigation and all this sort of shit. And then people kept saying, the government would never lie. Like, that was always the go-to. Even with JFK, they would be like, the government would never lie to us, right? And then you come to find out, like, literally they're releasing this footage. You got testimony by people that were really high up in, you know, in the military agencies and stuff like that, and like, you know, had top secret and above clearance. And I'm like, they've lied to us forever. To me, I'm like, when have they told us the truth? That's the better question.
It doesn't.
When have they ever actually said
They
this
never have and never will.
That's exactly it, which is why we need to form our own shit and just boycott them all together.
If you think politicians have the greater good in mind, you're fucking crazy.
Bobby, I'm right there with you. He says, I'm surprised current astronauts are willing to strap their ass to a chemical rocket to get into space.
Well, I mean, you know.
Hey, man, if I'm going to space, I'm fucking staying there. Like, I ain't going there to just come right the fuck back into the world's problems. No, I'm getting the fuck away from the world's problems.
I'm not. You know, I'll tell you the truth. It takes balls to do that. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, I would do it in a heartbeat.
Like when fucking.
I'm so self-sufficient. Like,
Well, I don't mean no. I mean like just to get on a rocket in general. Like
yeah.
you say surprised. I get it, and that especially that much fuel, but. Like Elon or like Jeff Bezos rocket, like think about the rocket they got in and how much risk they were fucking taking.
yeah, they didn't have 40, 50 years of fucking
You know what I'm
science
saying?
behind them. Yeah.
How many now is what is Jeff Bezos Space Blue or what is it? Something Blue or no?
What? JetBlue?
Origin? No, there's
No.
Origin, and then there's
Origin. Isn't that Jeff Bezos?
Yeah. Is it Origin or is it
Well, whatever
Blue?
Jeff Bezos' fucking rocket is, I don't remember. Blue Origin or something.
Blue
Shit like
Origin,
that.
I think that might be it. I
Blue
don't know.
Organs.
Blue Organs, that's it.
But do you think the people are brave?
Yes, Bobby, the flying dick.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. The flying phallus.
Hey, Bobby, electromagnetic propulsion. I got a Sea-Doo shell in the backyard. Let's fucking see if we can get that shit to.
And like I get that. That's but the thing
Let's
is,
do it. Let's build it.
NASA, you're crazy to get in an actual space shuttle. You're surprised by that, but I'm more surprised that these average motherfuckers got on Jeff's fucking like semi-tested rocket and was like, you know what, let's fucking do this shit. Like,
Right?
like,
Throw
it's
caution
like,
to the wind and fucking let's do it.
Like those are the people I'm surprised about. Astronauts train their whole life for that shit. They're just like, fuck it, if I die, I die. I'm doing it for whatever.
I'm doing it in the name of science.
Yeah, same as science. These people that got on fucking Bezos' rocket were like, fuck it, if I see some stars, that's cool. Like, I gotta admit, William Shatner doing that shit at 90 years old is pretty fucking impressive.
Right.
You aren't strapping me in a rocket at that point.
Dude, I saw him in Austin about 5-6 months ago, and he was not moving so well.
well, the
he
dude's
was
90 something.
I know, but I was like thinking about him like in a rocket shit. I'm like, dude, he can barely stand up on Earth.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if a 90-year-old can get in a rocket, I respect it. But me at 90, like, if I haven't gotten on a rocket by the time I'm 90, I'm kind of pretty much like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've done most of the stuff I'm supposed to do in life. I don't think I need to add a rocket to it.
Right.
Anyways, so do you want to jump back into the news, or what's up? What do you want to do?
Yeah.
We're 39 in right now.
Yeah, you want to jump into that? I mean, because the rest of the stories aren't as long, obviously.
Or do you want to pause for a brief station identification?
Since when?
Patrick.
What do you say? What's wrong, Patrick?
Yeah, nuclear.
You're stupid. Why?
If you haven't
Why
known
the hell are we?
the podcast,
Why?
thank you for tuning in, otherwise known as FU. And that's what I want to say to Patrick right now.
Right now.
I bet that digs into
Hey,
you, doesn't it?
Yeah, right there, man.
Does it digs into you?
How's old Diggs doing anyway?
Hey,
I don't know. I mean, hey, Stefan's doing pretty good. How's Trevon doing?
hey, I do have to give
Dig.
credit where credit's due, man. Congratulations on your win, man. 37, I think it was 37-6-3. What?
3.
Yeah,
37-3.
that's too bad that the Cowboys lost.
Hey, dude, I'm used to it. You can't. This skin is so thick at this point. Like, there's a reason that Cowboys colors are blue because we can hide the bruises better.
True.
You know they can't have.
But was Trevon able to?
You know they can't have more than 2 games
to,
back to back. They were good.
Yeah.
No, they can. That's just it. Is the season?
What's up, Ashley?
Season is decent. Oh, it's sometimes a lot of times decent. It's when the postseason comes, and they make it through 1 or 2 rounds. But the thing is by the time they make it to that second round, the loss is so detrimental. You're like, how the fuck did they get there in the first place?
Right.
All right. So, anyways, having said that, speaking of going into football, I want to jump to the next story on the National.
I don't know who pulled the Amazon story. That wasn't me.
No, I'm talking about the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, the Miami Dolphins. Yes. The Miami Dolphins score 70 points and take a knee rather than take a shot at the NFL scoring record. There's some video out there, dude, where like the coach from the Dolphins actually took the play card and went to the audience, like went up in the stadium and had them fucking call the next plays.
I was
Hey,
just
y'all see what Bonda said?
What?
Be nice to Patrick.
Be nice to Patrick. Yeah, right.
Oh, we are, man. His fucking Buffalo kicked some ass. Like that's no bullshit. That was a fucking strong win.
Go Bills.
Who'd they play? Like the toddlers?
I'm.
What? Who?
Did Miami played Broncos? Oh no.
Yeah, Miami played the Broncos.
Oh, you should have seen the arguments afterwards and that are going all over the fucking internet.
Oh, really?
Patrick, you said they played the Broncos.
Yeah, they played the Broncos.
Who did the Bills play?
I can't remember.
They were that good.
I had
Washington.
Yeah, I think it was Washington.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so they played Washington. And then, of course, we all know that the Cowboys played the Cardinals.
I know. Like one of our rivalries, and we got our asses whipped.
Yep. Hey, that's what. Hey, you know what? That's what they get for being. You know,
Bobby, I got to get you in the studio.
James Bonda. Oh.
Because yes, I want to elaborate and expound upon what your comment was, especially when we get into quantum computers and quantum physics and stuff like that. There's a whole lot of shit.
Oh,
Basically,
God.
anything you can think of can happen.
Yeah.
I didn't say AI, fucker.
Might as well be. It's exponentially faster than AI, and when you connect AI to a quantum computer, and you have no idea,
God, it makes my nipples
the
hard.
multiverse is so hot. Sorry. Am I about right, Patrick?
So I had to watch Ready Player One again because I was like, with all this shit going on with AI and everything, and like with the whole VR and everything, I'm like going, dude, between Idiocracy and fucking Ready Player One, I'm like, that's our future.
I'm praying to God we don't have to drive around in a makeshift fucking mail truck and try.
Right?
No, please don't make, because we're gonna be the future fighters.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna have to like free them from the governmental structure that is the future.
Speaking of that,
run by Democrats. So, oh my God, it's so scary.
Bobby says the NFL is a joke. Roger Goodell already stated the games are rigged to bolster ratings. You know what? In fact, I think it was Lil Wayne or somebody was talking about like how there was a couple rappers that were talking about how
there's some crazy,
like literally he had the script. It was like this thing.
So not just. Well, go ahead, Patrick.
So that's another conspiracy then. The NFL.
Yes. Well, we're up. Might as well.
Well, here's the big thing: is they think
it's not a conspiracy. It's called an alternative.
If the House favors, if the House in Vegas favors against the odds,
yeah,
there's been several videos out that have walked them through how the points go down and how they go up as it's walking through, and it just happens to coincide, and then all of a sudden they'll say something. They'll say, "Look here, this was said, this was mouthed here, blah blah blah. Take the fumble, this and that," and then all of a sudden you'll see the bet coincide back in Vegas.
Well, and in being that I used to manage boxers and UFC fighters and stuff like that, dude.
Boxing's so fucking good.
Dude, it was so rigged. Like even before I started my company, my entertainment company, I had a boxer who actually was Muay Thai. He was like, dude, I want you to be my manager. That's basically how I got into it. He was like, I want you to be my manager. He goes, I'll lose the fight if you can at least rack up $1,500. He's like, I'll take a loss for $1,500. He was like literally wanting me to bet against him.
Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, dude, this is so fucked up. Like, he's willing to get his ass whooped just so he can make $1,500. Like, it's crazy, dude.
Well, that's also because
that's like wrestling too.
Fighters are also underpaid if you don't.
Yeah, Bobby has a good point. It wasn't a conspiracy theory if he went on TV and stated it.
Well, we can make it into a conspiracy.
No, because we don't want to use that word because the algorithms and the powers to be will flag, and especially now. Wait till we get to the Hawaii story, you'll understand.
If we're being honest, outside of being at a bar, I don't think I've watched much of an NFL game in almost 3 years, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have it on, but I'm like,
here.
I'm not watching it.
I think somewhere somebody wants the Cowboys to get fucked forever. Jerry's still making money whether it's win or lose anyways.
I know,
because the merchandise sells all over the fucking world, dude.
Yeah.
All over the fucking world. Anyways.
All right, let's
70 points though. Back to the original story. 70 points. That's a fucking.
And if they would have scored more, they would have set the record.
I would have taken that record.
I know exactly.
I know.
You're already
shows humility, but
Dude, I would have started grabbing the pads and like grabbing the random people and the fans and be like, "Here, you want to fucking play? Here, sign this waiver. Here you go."
I thought he was in the fan or in the stands asking fans to call the next play.
Yeah, that's what I literally said that 5 minutes
So he
ago.
was?
Said that? Oh, I didn't hear you.
Yeah,
I thought that's not a meme or a GIF?
No, like literally the coach there's video of him sitting there talking to the audience and having him call the play. Yeah.
Who did they
That's
play?
pretty bad.
Yeah, that is
Broncos?
really bad, dude. Like,
So-
if you're playing like a high school team, I can see that. But like, you're playing an NFL. That means those motherfuckers are getting paid.
Wonder how Sean Payton felt after that.
Wow.
Ooh.
I assume the plays worked out.
So let me ask you this: why is it the Miami Dolphins always start out really strong and then you never hear about them?
We'll see.
Come playoff time, it's like they just fizzle
They
out.
used to be a force. I mean, Dan Marino
They were
days
last
and
year.
shit.
They were a
Yeah, I mean,
force, and then all of a sudden they just fizzled out.
We'll see. Don't count them out, man.
Yeah,
They fucking
think
kicked
they-
the shit out of the fucking Broncos, dude. I mean,
yeah,
like,
they did.
What?
that's not just I don't know. That's outclassed, outgunned, outplayed, out
everything.
fucked.
What about Detroit? Detroit's going to be a sleeper team.
We'll see. We'll see about that. We'll see if Detroit comes out. But I 70 points. I would have just gone for the gusto. Just scored a few more points. Humble out as soon as you know what? We beat the record. We're taking a knee. We're gonna bow out now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know, like in soccer and stuff, if you get over 13 goals, they call the game, and I think the same way within like baseball and
Man, I thought
shit.
hockey had something like that too. As well.
They might, but I know there's quite a few sports and stuff that actually do that just because of
I feel like it was a
like
50
nobody wants to go home and go like, dude, we got to blow out like 200 to fucking
I think it was,
2.
isn't baseball like 15 run limit or something like that?
So before they enacted that rule, the highest score we had was like 24-2.
In baseball?
No, it's soccer.
Okay.
So to score 24 goals in soccer is pretty fucking.
Yeah, a team either's got to be really bad or that fucking game's got to drag on at 2 forever. They're just tied for 2 days at 2, and then all of a sudden just bam, 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 bam.
All right.
No, I'm just playing. I know that didn't happen. But anyways, so you want to jump into the next one?
Sure. Amazon sued by FTC in 17 states over allegations it inflates online prices and overcharges sellers.
So what the fuck, dude? Like, I'm looking for something that I've compared to Home Depot. Home Depot's twice the fucking price that I find it on Amazon.
Dude, if you ever look at like a water pump, like just as for like a bird bath, just some little cheap ass water pump, right?
Mhm.
The basic one was like $50, and then they went all the way up to $200-$300. I'm like, for a fucking pump that's gonna go in like a bird bath, something like nothing, not like a pump for the pool. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, granted, that's moving big volumes of water. Yeah, dude, I was shocked, and then I go on Amazon and it's like $13, $20. Like literally, they're like 5 times the price at Home Depot.
That's fucking crazy, man. Like, is there?
But Amazon's getting, they're getting their asses handed to them this last quarter because they got what is that, Temu, and then that Sheen. Those two China.
Lindsay shops on Sheen.
Okay, so those two right now are one of the like exponential growth. And Amazon, the last quarter or maybe 2 quarters, has not had any growth. So, and in fact, I think they're actually going the opposite direction. So, what's happening is now they got competition, which Amazon never had competition.
Let me ask you this, okay?
What's that?
Do you think that's because of where the businesses are located, because of how much they've devalued our currency due to what they've done to theirs?
Well, yeah, they've devalued our currency, but at the same time, they've royally fucked theirs. And now,
But we're in their pocket. That's the problem. They knew they could defunk their fucking economy as long as we were in their fucking pocket.
right.
Shit, dude. Do you think that's why they're doing so much better? You think because cost of overhead versus American dollars?
There's a bigger problem.
What? Please, I've run education on this.
So China, as you may or may not know, is trying to start this new currency with South Africa, and where the nickel and all the mining and stuff for cobalt and everything else, guess where's that? South
Yeah.
America. So now there's going to be a huge push and the economy is going to swing towards South Africa. So China, South Africa, and then some Emirate states and stuff like that, they want their own fucking currency. And I think Brazil is another one. And Brazil is one of the largest economies in the world.
Yeah.
And so they're all teaming up. So that's why they're willing to fuck their, yen up because, or the yuan, I think it is, because they're like, well, we got this other currency we're working on. It's way more valuable because why? It's backed by fucking Saudi and oil and gas and everything else. So I think that's just a minor blip in the radar in the scheme of things of what's going on, but that is a big concern that they're willing to crash their own economy and this, that, and the other because they're like, fuck it, we're going to switch to a different currency anyway, and then we'll have, starting from scratch, we'll have all of our nut basically accounted for.
Yeah. Well, that's unfortunately it's kind of shitty actually.
Yes, digital is a big worry.
It is what it is. I will say, so when it comes to Amazon, this lawsuit was filed today.
Was it really?
In the Western District of Washington? It's pretty much this has been like a years-long investigation, which I guess they kept it kind of under wraps because I haven't heard a lot about it. I know that people have questioned Amazon in the past.
Yeah.
One of the most significant legal challenges brought against the company is definitely this within its last 30-year history. Like this is, I guess, a major fucking deal that they're facing on this lawsuit.
Well, it's also like a competitive, anti-competitive lawsuit as well. I think they tied that into the lawsuit.
So, yeah, that's also a big part of it. The term or phrase monopolistic control to restore competition. That's basically what they're doing this around. They're engaging in it. They're engaging in the unlawful conduct. Blah blah blah. So that's what they're calling this.
So to elaborate on that, I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, the government goes in after Microsoft, goes after Amazon, all these big, huge companies that grow and expand and this, that, and the other, right? Because of a monopoly, because they basically buy up their competition, yada yada yada. Well, the government itself is a monopoly. So it's like, once again, the evil calling out the evil. And I'm like, well, we don't have any other choice other than the government. You know what I mean? It's like, who's the biggest fucking monopoly in the world? The U.S. government.
Yeah.
And they're like the mob. They fucking take all of our money. We got, and if you don't pay, you go to jail. It's just like the fucking mob.
Yeah. No.
What's the difference?
Yeah, about that.
It's all jokes here, y'all. This is all for entertainment purposes.
Well, it's Patrick.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, Patrick, how do you feel about Amazon? You worked for them for a brief period of time.
No, I have no comment on that.
What the fuck?
Bobby, I think you're right. Yeah, the world is going to go to a digital currency, and they're already putting these skin implants that basically scan. You know how they put that little pill-looking thing in that one person, and they can scan their wrists and all that shit. Now they're making it almost looks like a Band-Aid, like what I have on my finger.
Nope.
And it goes on your skin, and you literally just
You know what? Back in
Elon, I see Elon playing with that fucking brain shit.
Oh, dude, the Neuralink.
Nope.
Yeah, he's already I don't need a card. I don't need anything. I'll just look at it at the device, and it'll go bloop.
Nope.
You know what? Back in the
No,
back in the 80s, we used to talk about that all the time. I'm sure Bobby could say something. I'm sure Vonda could say something like that too. That we all talked about all of that back in the 80s about the chip going into your wrist or to your, top of your hand or whatever. And I swear to God, I would have never thought in my lifetime I would see the world the way that it is now. It's all fucked up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying lately.
Everything that's happened in the movies is coming true.
It literally is. Well, and that, to your point, when we get into the Hawaii thing, and you were talking about fear and loathing, it's all literally in front of us.
So, what's crazy is I used to watch this because I used to be I still am a fucking nerd. But I used to be a lot into Star Trek. Mm-hmm. And I watched a show about modern technology, and this was several years back. Modern technology that literally existed in Star Trek that exists today, and fucking tablets
Yeah.
Our tablets do more than what they had in their spaceships on fucking Star Trek. You know what I'm saying? Which was a concept.
Bro,
Like,
this
it's-
watch right here has more computational power than what was in the fucking
The first
spaceship. The fucking one that landed on the moon.
Yep.
That's sad.
Yep.
It's sad.
That's actually, yeah, that's very damn. You ain't lying. To really put it into perspective, folks.
Yes. Yeah.
He just summed
This
it up.
could
That's a
have
fucking
powered
watch. Yeah.
the entire spaceship.
That
Look
could
how
have been the
small that is.
mainframe of the fucking yeah. That it is what it is,
It's
you
so
know.
crazy.
Is Molly still hanging on? Because
No,
she was
not
worried about her stocks earlier.
Yeah, I would
next-
I would not be putting any money in the fucking stocks right now.
Christina Johnson is on. She's on in my page or whatever. She said we're screwed. They want us to get chipped. iRobot. It's all going to happen. Of course it is.
Well, and it's crazy because we watched all these movies and we got entertained by them, and then when it started happening, people are like,
Oh shit!
and they're like literally just like,
Oh.
what do we do? Like, cat's already out of the
You want to
bag.
know? So speaking of how ironic humans are, so when you remember when the pandemic first hit, like 2020, and everything was getting shut down, do you want to know? You want to know what the number one fucking watched movie on Netflix for 3 weeks straight? I know because like you go to the top 10.
Yeah, what was it?
Take a guess. Just take a guess what the number one was.
Pandemic.
Nope.
Uh,
Outbreak.
Outbreak. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, it was fucking Outbreak with Dustin Hoffman. I mean,
Yeah,
if
because
you-
I kept trying to watch it and I couldn't fucking watch it for some
like you
reason.
mean as we get older and these things happen, or is that just going to be our entertainment? We're going to watch stuff about what's going to happen to us, like as it's happening to us. Like,
Yeah,
It's like, and then you think about it as their defense, be like, but we already told you. You know what I mean? It's like that's they're out. Be like,
Yep.
but we literally showed you here at
Vonda-
this date, this time.
she put in, she said a lot of what we were told would happen is scary and crazy as fuck because it is happening, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
all of it is like every single crazy fucking detail. Like, oh, Jurassic Park. Oh, they're never gonna fucking bring extinct animals. Too late. They already have.
like
The
we did
Simpsons.
sheep. We did sheep years ago.
Oh yeah, years ago. But
Or-
that's
and a
that's only
dog or
one of the
some
ones.
shit,
yeah,
like-
those are the only ones that made it to the.
They
news,
actively
yeah.
clone dogs. So the dog that found a bunch of fucking people in 9/11, like in the rubble, they've cloned his bloodline.
Yeah,
That's
Wow.
they cloned him,
bro,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
cloned Tyrone too, man. Fucking.
Man,
Have y'all
that,
seen
that was
yet?
a Netflix number one, also, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
just
is
in
it on
case.
Netflix?
Yeah, it's a Netflix.
Oh,
I think it's a Netflix original.
Damn it! I need to get
Yeah.
fucking Netflix.
Yeah, it's a.
I need to hack somebody's wet. I need to get Netflix.
they are cracking down on that password shit.
I know. I got booted from a bunch of my shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
so.
Okay, so but the reason I was asking about J.P. Morgan with the stocks because of Molly. So if you haven't heard, J.P. Morgan is to pay $75 million on claims that it enabled Jeffrey Epstein's sex trafficking operations. In effect, the Virgin Islands had argued that J.P. Morgan, one of the largest banking companies in the world, had been complicit in Epstein's behavior for fucking years.
Bro, and there's a couple people that are indicted as well that literally let it happen. And they knew because they knew. And so in the banking world, there's what's called like risk management and like people that are like, hey, they're on our watch list. He was on the fucking watch
Yeah.
list.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He was being monitored and watched, but
Aunt Peggy.
they still gave him money.
Aunt Peggy. This is also involves Chase. I hope you don't work for him anymore. I hope you're retired, but you should probably bounce, jump ship while you can. She was with Chase before a ship, like we're talking like back when it was Bank One, like from the way back.
All right, so I will say Chase will persevere any fucking storm, dude. They got so many assets and shit.
I know they
They're
got
so
money. They're
huge.
obscenely rich. So, but they did agree to pay. So this is the shitty thing. So they admitting to the whole thing. They paid
Yeah.
$75 million to the U.S. Virgin Islands to settle the claims.
What I want to know is I hope it's going to the victims. Like I hope all of that money gets
Okay, so
not to the lawyers and defense and all that shit. No, it needs to go to the
spoiler
fucking-
alert, JP Morgan said that $55 million of the settlement will go toward local charities and assistance for the victims, and another
Good.
$20 million will go for toward legal fees.
God, see, that's the problem with it. Like almost half of it goes to fucking legal fees.
Well, what are you gonna when you go against JP Morgan? Well, you're gonna be tied up forever, dude. Like, come on, that's
That's
you're going after a multi-billion
But you know
dollar
what? I
conglomerate.
love what's happening now because back in the day, people would never go against these, file a lawsuit, right? Because JP Morgan has an infinite amount of fucking lawyers. But apparently, David took down fucking Goliath. They won yeah.
Well, I think this also
Just goes to show it doesn't matter how big the company is, you can still fucking bring them down. NTTA. Yeah, I'm talking to you, bitches.
yeah, it's straight up.
I'm gonna come at you like a fucking spider monkey.
I guess they sued him last year and they finally paid up. I guess so. So the investigation revealed that the financial services giant enabled Epstein's recruiters to pay victims and was indispensable to the operation and concealment of his fucking shit, dude, of everything he was doing. Like, what the fuck? So I mean, you're right. They may bounce back. I don't know. Maybe they'll clean house and maybe they'll restaff or something and mask it. But what the fuck is he doing?
He's being a jackass. It's Patrick.
Go ahead. Sorry, Andy. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Do you have anything? Do you bank with Chase or JP Morgan? Do you have anything involved with them?
So I have my stocks with not them, but I have my bank account.
He's like, I'm not giving away my secret sauce.
I know. But one of my bank accounts, one of my 4 bank accounts is with JP Morgan.
You might want to be careful.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Why do you think I have multiple bank accounts? I can move money around if I need to.
Just make sure you don't accidentally move it to an account you forgot was another JP Morgan account. Like, shit.
So what I did is I have one bank account at each place. So if shit hits fan at one, just move shit over to the other one. If shit hits fan there, because you know how long it takes to fucking set up a bank, get the card, get all that shit fucking working. So I was like, yeah, fucking, I'm
going to move it all into my mattress.
I'm going to move it all into my safe.
Face wall.
Face wall.
Face wall.
Face wall?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's over there located by the book side.
Yeah, by the book side.
Yeah.
Been a long time, huh?
It has been a long time.
Yes, it has.
It's been a few years.
It hasn't been that long. Book side is like last year sometime.
That was so
I thought that was in 22 or 21.
I don't know when you took it in the book side, but
We're not laughing about that because that was stupid.
All right, speaking of book side, do we want to get into the Hawaii and the
let's just get into that.
All right.
Or do you want to eradicate poverty?
Well, I went to click on it, and apparently the fucking link is
okay. Well, that's
no longer attached.
That's not my story, so
yeah.
I'm good with. Let's see, what all is in this? Oh, it's all kind of goes together. Okay.
Yeah. So I did a breakdown.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So we start at the top. It's kind of like what I call the whatchamacallit, the iceberg. You ever seen those iceberg videos?
Yeah, no, I got. It's like we're not making it through all these stories. Okay, we're good.
No, they're. What the hell?
What?
Oh, I tried to share my screen and it said "fuck you very much," and I'm like, no, negatory Ghostwriter.
Yep.
So now I got to find a fucking workaround, which that's cool. I got it.
All right, let's jump into Hawaii.
All right, Hawaii. Here we go.
Who wants to talk about Hawaii? Bobby, do you want to talk about Hawaii? You still out there? Who all's out there still hanging with us?
All right, so
does anyone believe those were truly wildfires? Wow, and I haven't met any of you.
You know what that is, right?
Because I've never seen a wildfire go, I'm going to burn this, I'm going to step over this, I'm going to burn that, I'm going to burn that, I'm going to step over this. Where's Oprah's house? Don't touch it! Don't touch Oprah's house!
So I had to throw, I had to start off with this, with having some kind of a comedic thing, because it's gonna as we talk about, it's gonna get deeper and darker, and it's gonna get more twisted. So what the main mainstream media is trying to say that dry conditions and high winds, human negligence, a lack of preparedness, communication problems, and a failure to protect critical infrastructure was the reasons behind the wildfire. That's
because everybody was in on it. People got paid, I'm sure.
That is exactly the question. Why? But we're going to get into that, Bobby, and I think we have the answer to that. And it's in one of the clips. So hang tight. Let's see. This story talks about dystopian land grab. FEMA Operation Blue Roof Theory conspiracy emerges in wake of Maui fires. Let's see. On August 26, 2023, Twitter user at RedPillDrifter took to the platform site and shared a video of the Corps member explaining Operation Blue Roof. He revealed that a polyurethane sheet is used to prevent rain damage to homes and provide temporary protection for the roofs of residential structures damaged during severe weather. He also revealed that the sheets are installed by contractors who are overseen by the Corps of Engineers according to certain specifications. Residents are not required to pay for the blue roof that is provided by FEMA. It is also worth noting that those who opt for the program must sign a right of entry form, which is a legal requirement that allows the Corps workers to gain access and work on the property. That's how they get you. Let's see. Operation Blue Roof has been tied to the infamous DEW, which is direct energy weapons conspiracy theory. Those who believe the latter claim that high energy lasers and other high powered electromagnetics were used to destroy the current land and subsequently create a smart city in the future. Why would they choose Hawaii for a smart city? You're so...
Because it's far away.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing, though. If they are worried about, if those people, those elites are worried about as much global warming as they really are, truthfully, why would you put a smart city in fucking Hawaii? The water levels are going to rise eventually, and your smart city is going to fucking short out.
Yeah, that's my thing. I'm looking at high elevation. I ain't looking for low elevation shit.
What'll be interesting is how high, what elevation they build the city on. That will be interesting.
What, the city in Hawaii?
Mm-hmm. Are they going to build the land up? Are they going to build it above? Are they going to raise it up? But, well, even with that said, yeah, why would you put a fucking...
They're not going to do anything with it.
If they do something, man, come on, they're going to prove everybody right. Well, not that they haven't done that already with everything, but...
So this is a New York Times article. It says, as the inferno grew, Lanai's water system collapsed. Firefighters who rushed to contain the Maui wildfire found that hydrants were running dry, forcing crews to embark instead on a perilous rescue mission. There's actually a video. I don't know. Let's see.
Of course. They cut the water off before it all happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean,
we were fighting. We felt like we were winning. We were keeping it at bay, keeping it off of the properties. The water shut off. Even the firemen that were patrolling couldn't refill their trucks.
Yeah, exactly.
The fire just grew. The sparks started blowing over, and it just beat us in the end. I don't know, you're standing there with a hose and there's nothing coming out, and you see the fire coming over, and you see parts of your house starting to burn, and you just feel you're kind of defeated at the moment. And you're going, why? You know, we did everything, and all we could think of was, we have no water, we can't do anything. Jump in our cars and skedaddle, get out of town. Then come back in the morning and see the place all burnt down.
Hold on a second. Did you just see
What?
Let me put this back. Well, hold on. Yeah, let me put it back. Did you see this car? Okay, see this tree completely burnt, right? And then you see all that foliage around it. And you see what else do I see? I also see dried up grass and shit, right? And I see all sorts of weeds and shit like that are all dried up.
I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you.
And then like, hold on, and then we get to the car right here, right? You know the windshield on a car burns at like 2,300 degrees. How the fuck? And then look at the back. See the foliage? Right there. Look at all the green back there.
I don't know, man. It is what it is, dude.
There's just so many things that don't fucking make sense. They don't add up.
They don't care. They say the shit right in your face.
I know. It's fucking crazy. All right, so speaking of
Good credit, bad credit, no credit. We'll get you approved. They lie to your face.
Yep. All right, hold on. Let me get this one queued. Boom. Turn that on. Turn this over there. Do this over there. This over here. All right. Well, we don't need the copyright strike on there. So yeah, what's up with the color blue? Look, notice that the blue umbrellas. You notice in The Simpsons, Springfield burned down, and the only thing left was blue. And then look, because why doesn't blue burn? Because it's the same frequency as.
I get it, but those also could be.
Blue doesn't burn blue. Ultraviolet, yeah, talking.
I need to see the original tape shit. Any of that shit can be doctored.
What?
Photoshop is so fucking man.
You can't
I'm not
Photoshop
saying,
video, but yes.
Was that video?
That was video
of the blue stuff.
Of the
blue stuff.
the
those
lasers.
Those look like stills.
The laser.
Not the cloth. I'm talking about the actual pictures of the blue stuff from Hawaii. That looked like stills.
Yeah, those were stills.
See, I need to see I want to see true footage that's not edited.
Go look at if it's still up. Go look at the drone footage. They one of the guys was able to fly illegally when they had all the sanctions and shit like that. He flew a drone in, and that's where a lot of people pulled the still from. But there was multiple stills. One of the images I took was from Getty Images. Which is obviously taken by a professional somewhere or whatever. Anyway, they took a close-up that was actually what I used for our advertisement for tonight. If you look at one of the advertisements, it actually has the up-close picture of those fucking umbrellas that aren't even touched. And it's cloth.
Yeah.
Cloth is easy to burn.
Yeah.
My question is why the fires that the laser caused not fucking catch the umbrellas too?
Blue.
Yeah, I get that, but once you start the tree that's right next to the blue umbrella, why did the flames from the tree not? I get it.
I don't know. Maybe Bobby can explain that one.
I get it.
What's up, Bobby?
I'm not saying there weren't lasers.
Rick and Bobby can explain that one.
I'm not saying there weren't lasers, but why did those umbrellas not catch on fire if everything else was on fire? Or do the lasers just zap it that fast that it just looks like they're burning? I don't get it.
Well, that's kind of what Jim Brewer was saying. It's funny how the fire skipped here, and jumped over here, and decided to skip over this road and go over here. I mean,
I get the burns, but once a fire breaks out, a fire, you can't control the fire itself. You can control a laser. Totally agree. But is it maybe they burned the land outside of the fire, so the fire didn't have anything else to burn? So there is that. I don't know. I don't know.
Bobby says top level soil will burn from an energy weapon. Christina says a smart city. Sounds the Tower of Babel from the Bible.
Yeah. Well,
we're living in end times anyway.
They already have that smart skyscraper over in India. That's absolutely ridiculously tall. It's the tallest structure in the world now.
Yeah.
That could technically, it's closer to the Middle East than we are. That could be technically the Tower of Babel. There's a lot of different things that could be, was the Bible a prediction of future events? Just put religion.
All right, hold on. Let me go back.
Go ahead.
So if you read the book of Revelation,
Mm-hmm.
everything, it's just, I don't want to get religious or biblical or whatever.
Go ahead.
But no, I'm just saying. But the thing is everything that was said in Revelation is basically happening. You've heard it all. Andy's heard it all. Everybody's heard it all. That everything that it's all coming down to the wire.
Mm-hmm.
They said that the bear will conquer the eagle. Who's the bear? We all know who the eagle is.
The bear.
So who? Yeah.
Those glasses you're wearing.
So, but yeah, Christina. But the way I was raised is that I believe what happens in the Bible, because everything that has happened so far is was written in the Bible. But the Bible, it to me comes from people that actually witnessed everything, especially the Old Testament. So that's my take on it. And then the girl in purple, shit like that. Talking about the Bible, and I say shit. Anyway, whatever.
It's all right. Those glasses say shit too.
Yeah, I know. Hey, well, but I got a so I can fucking see, man.
Good job, man. I like those blue blockers, homie.
Yeah, but that's just me. So,
Yep. All right.
Are you gonna come back to the studio anytime soon? Devin, it's really dark on your side, by the way.
I know. I was wondering why am I so dark?
That just happened a little bit ago. Yeah, like, are you ever coming back?
Yeah, it's just I'm trying to get that I'm trying to get a Wednesday. So, but we're about to open and everything, and
well, the communication would be good because we're expecting you.
well, I know, but I already told Devin, I think it was on Saturday or Sunday, that I was going to be remote, not in.
Oh, he told you, did he, Devin? He didn't tell me shit. He said you didn't tell him shit.
Well, actually, it's in text. So if you read your text messages from all of us, then you'll fucking see it.
Oh, okay, so I guess it's there. Hey, speaking of, I'm just going to go ahead, and since it's on video record, I'm going to be gone the 9th through the 13th on October. Ashley, if you're listening, please update the calendar. Thank you.
And yes, we will have no show on the 2nd, I believe.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll also be gone the 20th through the 25th as well.
Damn, brah.
Hey, man, New Orleans is calling my name.
All right.
I'm doing it. I don't give a fuck.
New Orleans?
Yep.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yep.
Dude, you're going to get drunk down there. You're going to get in fucking trouble. You're going to everything, man.
I'm a risk taker, We're going down for the Halloween party and stuff, and it's going to be a good time, man. And I booked a night in one of New Orleans' most haunted hotels. I did my best to request the room that's most haunted and the most stories are about, and people that have even when I called and requested the room, the whoever answers the phone, I guess the front desk person, whatnot, they're like, "Oh, you want to stay with the ghosts?"
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It's the Andrew Jackson Hotel, in case anybody's wondering.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, so, and it's old. It's fucking old. Almost as old as the fucking
You better bring
city.
some cameras and shit, man.
I'm gonna bring a camera. I'm bringing a digital voice recorder. I'm gonna bring my little meter thing.
Yeah.
But I'm booking one night. I'm hoping that I get 208. They put a note on there. I even offered to prepay, and they still couldn't guarantee. I was like, even if I cancel, you get a room to somebody else, and you'll still get the fucking money. And they were like, no, we can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, I bet if I came with enough money and been like, here's like $2,000 for that room. Whoa, shit. That was even like, god damn.
Yeah, Bonda. Yeah, we were raised the same. That was my grandmother too. Actually, both of them. And Christina. Yeah, I don't miss them. They might miss me, but I don't miss them. So,
Yes, that's what I'm requesting. 208, Christina, and Bobby. So, I've been on a few places. I've actually gone to supposedly like one of the mecca of haunted houses. I went to the original property that the Conjuring house was supposed to be based on. I went, and this house is old, and I mean fucking old. The property was absolutely amazing and beautiful, but some strange stuff happened, and we did catch some stuff. Whatever is actually in the house didn't scared me or ran from me, if that's makes any sense. But as far as like, I went down in the basement, I shut all the lights off. It's a stone, and when I say basement, it is a stone, like concreted wall type basement with fucking, and it's psychic, like psychedelically, it's scary, especially when you shut the lights off. But I was down there, nothing possessed me. No, I didn't feel any evil. I mean, I've seen videos after videos of people that do this for real and think that they are and I went down there and by myself and nothing. I was down there with a couple people. We caught something on what's called an SLS camera, if anybody knows what that is. And of course, when they finally told me to walk towards it, it ran from me again. And then a music box with a motion sensor at the top of the stairs went off right as it ran from me. But as far as evil stuff, like there may be something out there as far as ghosts, but I've yet to have an experience where I've gone ghost hunting. I've had a couple cool things happen, but nothing to definitively say, hey, like I'm here in your face. I did go to a house in Gainesville that had some really, really unexplainable shit happen, but it was in pitch black, and I don't have night vision camera, so it's no way that I can really show it. We went live.
You're a cheap ass.
Yeah, fair enough. A cheap ass. Like, I like this ghost hunting shit, but not enough to spend money like a small car on the shit. So that's
right. Right. So, all right. So, are we talking about we still talking about Maui or what?
Yeah, sure.
Or end times.
Wait. Christine said I got cojones sitting in the Conjuring house basement alone. Like the story and the movie hype it up. I don't know. Supposedly the house was exorcised anyways. The people that own the Conjuring house, Christina, I talked to them before they walked us through the house and stuff, and asked them flat out, like, hey, is there anything malevolent here? Do you feel? And he's like, dude, we have to stay here like 6 months out of the year because of all the tourism. He's like, if I felt we were in danger at any time, he goes, we wouldn't live here. And I was like, okay, that sets up the evening. And so we had some doors open and some crazy shit happen, but I mean, I'm still not completely convinced. So, but at the same time, I'm not going to go into a demon place and say, hey, fuck you, demon, let's get down. So, I mean, there's that. So,
yeah. All right. Great story.
I do want to get back into the Maui stuff.
Yep.
Here we go.
Back to the subject. We squirreled pretty hardcore.
All right, here we go. So basically, a lot of people are talking about like where are the children? Because I think there was like 3,000 plus kids that were enrolled in school, and I think like maybe only 700 or so re-enrolled. So they're like, where are the rest of the almost 2,000 children at?
Of Maui will not say how many children are missing. What we've been told is that officially there are about 100 people who have died in the fires, but there are 1,000 people missing. Now, how many days later? Here's what the mayor of Maui has to say.
I don't know. I wish
yes,
I knew
you do. How many children are missing? You know.
If I knew the answer to that, I would be happy to answer that.
You have no estimate as to how many children are missing?
I guess we can end this right now if you guys want. Sorry,
this is one of the biggest questions that the people of Lahaina have, but you don't want to answer.
It always takes one or two to ruin it for everybody.
Every time an illegal alien child at the border caught a cold during the Trump administration, it was national headline news, AOC pretending to cry outside the gates. But 1,000 people potentially dead in Maui, many of them, if not most of them, children, and nothing, a media.
God damn it. So I want to hear that same stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like him doing, I want to hear somebody with a podcast from Maui. I see we keep asking the mayor. I get it. Mm-hmm. Okay. And mayor's just sitting there with his fucking Hawaiian shirt on. Are you fucking kidding me?
Dude, he just he just doesn't seem like he gives a fuck.
He don't.
I mean, is it just me, or does it seem like he just he's thinking about his golf fucking game at fucking 3:00?
And he even says he's one bad apple's got to spoil it for the rest of them or something. I was like, no, he's asking a legitimate question, asshole.
Yeah, that's what I hate. It's like, what? Because you don't like that fucking question, or does it, make you look good or whatever?
I'm just saying, not that it's a coincidence or everything, but the leadership in Hawaii is what color? And I don't mean race wise, I mean political wise.
Pink.
Anybody?
Fuchsia?
Hey, Patrick, I'll give you one guess.
Blue.
Yeah, it's just the same color as your fucking bills. But no, yeah, the majority of the leadership in Hawaii is blue-sided. I'm not saying it. It's just an interesting fucking coincidence. And then what really makes me laugh is the person they because if you look at how Hawaii historically is voted, mm-hmm. they hands down are blue all the way across the board. But then Biden, who they voted for, comes to visit because it's too late. They all want to fucking throw shit at him and cuss him out. Like, hate to say it, not that you guys deserve this.
Hey, Bobby, we're getting into it. Don't worry. Hold tight.
not that they deserve that.
We're building up to what you're talking about.
Not the saying they deserved it. That's not where I'm going.
Bobby's skipping ahead. He's cheating.
But the thing is he comes to him and they want to knife him. But the thing is they voted for this person. Like, what did they think? You think this kind of shit wasn't going to happen with him in office?
Christina, you are absolutely right, and that's exactly where I was going with this. She said he could have lied and sounded more genuine. You know, like we're still counting, or like give some kind of hope. Not, I don't fucking know. Do I look like Jesus?
I feel like if he said we're still counting, he'd be like, you know, we're still counting. I'll give you my best shot at it here in a little while. Like that. That dude was weak as fuck as far as his response.
Yeah, dude. So this guy, the guy that actually asked the question, I started following him on Twitter and also on TikTok, and apparently he had a bunch of videos that were taken down on TikTok, and now he's only has 2 that are actually up. So I had to go to, so I actually had to go to his Twitter page in order to pull that story, because all of his shit had been taken down. What?
Which is X now?
X, yeah. I'm still going to call it fucking Twitter. Never going to call it fucking X.
No, you're Xing. You're not tweeting anymore.
No, I don't like it.
You're Xing. You're not tweeting. I don't X.
I don't like X's.
So yeah, we need to get into. I want to
both
tackle.
Literally and.
Well, I mean, I did in the '80s, but
I got an opinion about what Bobby's saying right now too, or what Bobby was said in this. But let's go ahead and do the. You want to do the school buses real quick and then jump into it, because I see it down there.
Yeah, we'll pick up his comment here because we're getting it's the second. I think it's right after this one.
Okay.
So let me get to this one real fast. Please hold. Boom, boom. I wish it was like not 300 fucking steps in order to do something.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. We're just gonna solve the process.
All right, so this is just so to give you all some context, because y'all are like looking at this like, what the fuck? So see, this is a lot after the fire. See all the remnants and all the ashes and shit around. This is the lot of about, I think it was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 buses. 4 of them large and then 3 of them small.
Not even touched.
Yeah, not even touched. But what gets weirder is this is after the fire, right? And then we're gonna cut to a clip of before the fire with all the
Amanda.
So where did they go? I hear them. I guess I don't play their name ass. Oh, look, that's how many buses. I think it was like 27 or something like that.
We got a new listener.
Yeah, there's a lot. So like everybody's asking, like, where the fuck did we go? If kids were home, then where are the buses?
You don't know. Okay, somebody's gonna pop up somewhere, groan, and they're gonna expose the truth. Like, or I don't know, there's CIA gonna watch them all forever. I mean, what the fuck?
Well, we're gonna get there. We're gonna tell you exactly where they went.
And they're gonna eventually,
hypothetically,
they're gonna get. And even if they did go there, somehow, one day, when they grow up, somebody's gonna come out. I don't give a fuck. Somebody somewhere is gonna say enough is enough, just like they.
They're not gonna grow up.
You get them while they're young, so you can groom them.
You're thinking of one aspect. That's
okay. We'll go.
That's not. That's for the older ones, but for the younger ones, they got a whole different.
Let's get into it.
All right, we're gonna get into it.
Is that what the next one down with the A?
Yes. Yep. So
dude,
we're
I don't
want to
do that QAnon shit.
No,
dude.
it's not. It's not
it's the same sandwich shit, dude. Like,
no.
God damn.
There's no QAnon. They're not involved in this.
But they're big ones. Like,
all right, let me set this up. Robert David Steele is going to talk about adrenochrome and child trafficking. He was a former CIA agent. He knew it all. He told it all in his book.
Fuck.
He made them for free. Robert David Steele is a hero, and here he is.
Not just kidnapped and in some cases bred by families as a cash crop. We have people in the United States of America that breed children in order to sell them. And when they are sold, they come without birth certificates, which means it's easier to kill them and have no one ask where they are. We're also importing children by the plane load. Again, children who have no documentation. It's not just child slavery or child sex abuse. It's also child torture. because you have adrenalized blood. You have the whole blood drinking ceremony of the satanic world. And then you have ritual ceremonies and ritual murder, as well as incidental murder. The other working assumption is how long do these children survive within this system? What I am hearing from the witnesses that I've talked to is 2 years. It may be longer. It may be 4 years. It may be 6 years. But by and large, these children are so abused. I mean, we're talking rapes by the hour and so forth, that they reach their expiration date within 2 years. And then they're murdered with impunity, or they're ritually murdered if that.
Man.
Go on.
So,
nope.
Now that we talked about that.
God damn it. Why the fuck? That you want to talk about a depressing fucking show this evening? Jesus Christ, man.
All right, so now we're gonna talk about like what the hell is this guy talking about? What is adrenochrome? So, Andy, you might like this one.
Details here, and I'm going to move into some other areas because I'm talking about corruption personified. Okay.
Adrenochrome. A former FBI chief named Ted Gunderson blew the lid off the satanic pedophile ring. And why kids go missing, they're sick and twisted. How come we can't get no figures on these missing children through underground chambers? They do blood rituals in churches and schools. Don't be fooled, the elite drink from skulls in order to stay young. High on adrenochrome, a neurotoxin consumed by fear and adrenaline. Globally connected, an underground network financially funded by a Rothschild network. But wait, it gets worse. That also investigated Jack and Bob Kennedy and 9/11 conspiracies, which was a plot to take away our liberties, along with covert military enterprises that died from bladder cancer in 2011 at 83, shrouded in mystery.
They made a beat out of it.
Satanic cult was involved in
a chemical compound produced by the oxidation of adrenaline, bucephalin. The derivative, carbazochrome, is a hemostatic medicine injected in domes. Despite the similarity in chemical names, it's unrelated to chromochromia. No, it's not the same. Created by pain, affliction of horror. Terrorizing children, even fetus get tortured. Triggered psychotic reactions and thought disorder. The realization causes euphoria. It plays a role in schizophrenia and other mental illness. The new pill for the millennia. Sold as a food or a drug consumption. Regulated by the FDA. Government corruption. Harvested from the adrenal gland of a living victim to satisfy the thirst of evil man. It's laced in milk and drunk of pedophiles dressed in silk. A ritual of prolonged youth.
Adrenochrome.
I mean, that was pretty creative, the person to come up with it.
I mean, dude, there's a
satanic cult was involved in
Adrenochrome.
Bobby's right. We're starting to get into the like.
I told you we were going to get into good versus evil.
They're using it as an excuse to take away our constitutional rights and our civil liberties. The Bilderbergs.
See, the thing is like,
here, and I'm going to move.
This has been going on for centuries. Like the whole human sacrifice and stuff has been going on for like forever. Like even biblical times and even like Egyptian and stuff, like hieroglyphics and stuff. Like it's been the whole bloodletting and all that sort of stuff has been going on for like centuries.
I know.
I mean, it doesn't mean it's right.
The Mayans and the Aztecs were brutal.
Yeah.
Races. Like as much as they advanced, their sacrifice, their ritualistic sacrifices were fucking brutal.
Have you seen Apocalypse?
Nope.
It's really fucking good. Great sound. One of the best like pictures, action, sound, and everything. It's a Mel Gibson. I think he wrote it or something like that. But it's a fascinating, it's really fucking good movie. But yeah, like it talks about the Mayans. It talks about like the sacrifice and stuff. Like literally, the main character was meant to be sacrificed.
You mean Apocalypto?
Yeah, Apocalypto. That's it. Yeah. Sorry.
So
I was getting Apocalypse now.
No, I haven't seen that, but
definitely worth checking out. It's a great movie.
You're right. It's good versus evil. But here's the thing: is I'm going to do my part that I can to keep my next generation good. I'm gonna do what I can. But is the battle going to be won in my lifetime? Probably not. If we're being really honest.
Mm-hmm. Amanda, are you still here? Amanda Keating is a new listener. I don't know if she's still here. You're going through all that stuff.
I saw Amanda comment earlier. Amanda, are you still here? Are you hanging out?
Yeah, give her.
I mean, we might as well do a shot anyways because she tuned in here. Devin, I need an excuse.
Yep.
Yeah, she's still there. All right, take a shot.
No, the younger generation doesn't, and because it's easier to manipulate the younger generation, and that's where it's on us as parents to, educate and keep our kids smart enough to realize that. Unfortunately, there's too many of a generation that they're dumbing down, whether it's through media, whether it's through social media, whether it's through technology, whether it's through whatever.
Well,
I mean.
The problem is they're born on a device now, and then as they get older and like the VR and stuff becomes more prevalent in AR, dude, they're going to be glued to the fucking screens literally for life.
It's going to be Ready Player One.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. Like combine Idiocracy and Ready Player One, and that's where we're fucking headed.
So,
all right, to new listener, Amanda.
Yeah. Amanda, here we go.
Bam.
Have you watched the movie Upgrade?
I don't think I have.
Okay, so there's a scene in the movie. You need to watch it because it's right up your alley too. 100% up your alley. It has to do with upgraded humans and shit.
Oh yeah.
It's called Upgrade.
Okay.
Okay. There's a scene in it where he has to go to a programmer to remove blocks. And no spoiler alerts, but I'm gonna say he goes into it. This person that runs a floor of an apartment building, and people are literally it's worse than Ready Player One.
Uh-huh.
So they've got IVs hooked up to them with food and adrenaline and etc. so they can play VR for months on end. And they're just in hospital gowns and shit, and they can barely function and shit.
Wow.
And it's like the Matrix without being in the Matrix. It's like if you were in the Matrix already, your role in the Matrix was to go be back in the Matrix. And if we are living in a simulation, I gotta say I haven't done the best of the best, but I've lived quite a life. So somebody somewhere wants me to live a decent life on the Matrix. So thanks, just whoever my creator is, whoever's farming my BTUs right now.
Save that subject for another day.
And yes, you all go through what's coming very soon. Hey, Bobby. Chill on that. You're gonna scare some folks.
No, let them. That's what we're the platform that lets people say shit that other platforms don't.
Okay.
Yeah, say whatever.
So when we're like, you're gonna face the fires of hell,
bro. I am planning on with all the stories in the subject. So literally, we combine all of the elements that are going now in the news about conspiracy theories and everything. We combine them all in one place, put them all together, and put them in chronological order, which nobody else has. Everybody talks about a piece here, 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 and here. Nobody's actually stuck them all together and sandwiched them in.
So Bobby's obviously going the straight God route. I know for a fact you have a semi-opposing views around the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
It
was created to
borderline agnostic, borderline atheist agnostic.
Yeah, I'm not atheist. I just think that everything that we were taught, has always been a lie. You just got to go discover for yourself. Got to go travel the world and go understand other religions, and go there firsthand. And don't just hear about it. Don't read about it. You got to actually physically go there and then learn about the different cultures and this, that, and the other. And basically, why was it started? Think about it one way. Okay, so
Control.
the kings, exactly. The kings wanted to have power over the peasants and everything else that worked for them. Well, if you don't have a place to go after all the hardship and all the labor and everything, then what's your incentive to work? What's your incentive to actually do the slave labor and this, that, and the other? And, we're talking about biblical times. This is historical. So for Facebook and all you other fuckers that try to, blackball this because we're talking about slavery, it has to do with history, and that's why we're talking about it. But yes, that was their way of getting them to do stuff that they didn't want to necessarily do and do it for free, basically.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And if they acted up, then they'd know that they'd go to hell. Or if they,
it's a form. It's religion. However you break it down, is a form of control.
Exactly. Okay. That's exactly what it is. And here's my thing, to elaborate.
Religion is what?
Is a form of control. It absolutely is.
And
It's a
here's
form
the
of
thing:
control.
what if-
2,000 religions in the fucking world, and you think that just one of them got it right?
Well, if you believe one of them, then
I believe in God.
everybody's going.
I
to
believe
hell.
in one.
I believe in that one religion. You're going to hell. That's
I
what-
believe in a power higher than myself, and because of the way I was raised, I choose to recognize Jesus, and I choose to recognize God. That's just me personally.
Exactly.
Okay? But for
Hey,
me,
I
to
agree
say
with you,
I'm right
Andrew.
over. Like if somebody comes in here and says, "Hey, I believe in Buddha," and I was like, "You know what? I'm better than you. You're going to hell because you don't believe in it." That's not okay.
No, exactly.
As
My
a
thing
human,
is, I don't
as
care
a
if
basic
you
human, that's not okay.
if you believe you're a shoe and you want to identify as a Prius, then you can be a shoe that identifies as a Prius. I don't give a fuck.
Oh shit! Like you, damn.
I know. That's what I took it.
So that's my first question. 2,000 religions, plus
Yeah.
religions in the world, and we got it right. Okay, that's the first one. Number one is my second question. So the book was written by man, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Bible, the holy book, was written by man.
Right.
Would you not agree that man is horribly fucking flawed?
Yes, that's why I fear them putting all this history and shit into AI, because it's going to paint this picture of humanity as we rape, pillage, and we desecrate the land. And when we want something, we either take over.
Bobby said there will be no religions.
Yes, he's absolutely right.
Pretty sure the aliens aren't worried about God.
Well, the aliens don't believe in religion. They said it's a social construct that was constructed and created by humans so that they could understand and deal with life.
So
that's literally what the word for word, almost word for word, what they say.
I have to quote Little Dicky on here, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So, Little Dicky, all right?
Little
So-
Dicky.
Patrick got excited.
Why
He said-
couldn't God
He's
create,
excited because
why
he's
couldn't God
talking
create
about Little
aliens?
Dicky.
Why couldn't God create aliens? Why is Earth not like maybe a side project for God? You know what I mean?
Well,
Like-
hold on. Think about that, what you just said. If aliens are us in the future, then he did.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
so maybe they
how do you know Earth isn't just a side project
two
for
could
this?
actually fit if you want to go that route.
You know what?
because-
You know what would be heaven for Andy?
What's that?
If like I got to that level and I realized
bunch of weed.
a Marvel fucking
Universe?
multiverse.
Multiverse, yeah.
Yes, and
The
all
whole
these-
universe, all
Yes,
plenty
like,
with
I would
weed.
be
That will
huge.
make you happy.
Yes, it will, and I will make you a superhero when you meet me there, dude. I will make you like Salty McMasterson or something. I don't know, like
Salty McMasterson.
like you will be a salty superhero.
Hell yeah. Mr. Salty.
Devin
You'll be the
likes
Lord of the Salts.
Devin likes DC, so it's gonna be very hard for him to get in.
I am not a fan of DC. I just do it.
He's
because-
gonna come come in one of those like hybrid comics where they teamed up, like Marvel DC team up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got your section over there.
No, mine is a Street Fighter crew.
Fair enough. Fair enough. There's a special place in heaven for Street Fighter too.
Hey, to totally nerd out for a second, I actually won Nintendo's fucking challenge for Street Fighter, the highest score ever. I was in actual Nintendo's book
To lighten the mood of the this
That's how
evening's
much of a
show.
nerd I was when I was a kid.
Now that we finally lighten the mood.
Damn,
we went from sex trafficking and like, adrenochrome and
To the Bible,
So
to
that is the,
fucking-
so by the way, the QAnon crew movement, that is one of their biggest, exactly what he was talking about. That is one of their biggest things that they are screaming to stop. That Caviezel guy who played Jesus Christ is a big proponent of this, and they are also of the which people say it's not a conspiracy, but they are of the conspiracy that there is exactly what that CIA agent talked about. There's trafficking, importing, but I've also always been of the stereotype that no, it's really like white skin, blue eyes that everyone's after. Because if you look at the research,
that was the Nazis.
No, listen, this is what's crazy. If you look at the research, they're saying by the year 2044, between 2040 and 2044, blue eyes could be wiped off the earth because it's such a recessive trait.
Bro, they've been saying that about redheads, and look, they're fucking everywhere.
That's because
they weren't supposed to
Well,
exist.
they're not, because I don't see any
I
redheads
literally have
anywhere.
a book. I have a book.
So,
redheads.
all you blue-eyed folks out there, I need you to do me a favor. Get together, start dating, and start procreating. We need more blue eyes out there. Like, my blue eyes disappeared, unfortunately. I love my kids' hazel eyes. I love my boy. But get the blue eyes out there. Whoa, my screen just went black. Okay.
Oh, yeah, there it goes. Christina says, Nintendo highest score.
I'll
That's
be right
my
back.
brag card.
I remember. Do you remember the movie that came out with Fred Savage when he did the original NES fucking competition? Him and his little brother. His little brother was like a badass, and they went to California somehow.
No, I didn't know about that.
Damn, dude! Like shit, that was awesome. That was back when the Power Glove was still out.
Oh, dude, I had the Power Glove.
I didn't.
I had it. I used it like 2 times, and I was like, "This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life."
It was
kind
kind
of so lame.
It was kind of stupid.
It was like, hold on, I gotta look at my arm in order to press shit when the screen's over here. I was like, it made no fucking sense.
My favorite like accessory by Nintendo was probably either the run pad or the gun.
That was pretty genius because you could do those track and field games.
The run pad and the gun were really good. The robot, I had the robot. I don't even remember if I used the robot ever, but you're right. I remember I played with Power Glove at a friend's house, and I was like, this is like you can play a race game and just kind of drive a little bit, but other than that, you couldn't do shit. And you had to type, like you said, you had to fucking type on it. Like,
yep.
No,
I was gonna say, do we want to totally nerd out here? Do we want to have a nerd out section? Because so I had the Game Gear. Remember the Game Gear? It was the color version.
Sega.
Yeah, it was a color version of like the Game Boy. Like I couldn't
had an antenna, didn't it?
It did have an antenna.
And you could watch TV on it.
No, okay, so that's actually funny you mentioned that. So, I told my mom, I go, Mom, they have this adapter that you can plug in that you can watch TV, and I was like. We literally, no bullshit, we went to like 7 locations. We went to 3 different KB Toys. We went to 2 different...
KB Toys.
Yeah, dude, this is how long...
He's taking it way back,
Hold on, it gets worse. 2 Toys R Us's.
Well, no, KB is older than Toys R Us. They went out of business long before Toys R Us did.
They did. And then I think we ended up going to a Best Buy or something like that. I don't even know if Best Buy was there around at the time. But anyway, we hit up all these places, and you know what? We finally, out of the last 2 places, they finally told us, they go, well, the reason why you're not going to be able to find them is because the actual device, the card that goes in there, it costs more than the fucking machine. So people basically were like, well, why would I spend $200 on this machine and then have to spend almost $300 on the fucking just to watch TV?
Put a little antenna on it.
Yep. So I told my mom, I remember like when they told me that, and I looked down at my little Game Boy or whatever, and I was like, oh, Mom, why can't I just like talk on this, and why can't I call people, and why can't I, like, if I can have TV on it and it's a screen, why can't I, like, you know, video call? Why can't I just call
you could
somebody
from a limo back then?
What was her response? Damn it, Devin, I don't know.
Well, no, actually,
that was your worst Liz impression yet.
It was.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was. You do a lot.
That's what happens when he comes back from the bathroom.
And you didn't bring any PSAs in that. I'm highly disappointed.
Yeah, where's my PSAs? Damn it!
Well, I did
PSA withdrawal.
I know everybody's having a PSA withdrawal.
I know, man.
I'll have some in a couple
Where
weeks.
the fuck is my PSA? It's been like 3 weeks.
I'll have some in a couple weeks.
Are they on TikTok?
Oh yeah, all the PSAs are on.
Yes,
dude. They're
I'll put them on there.
They're getting views and shit.
The best one you ever did, man, was fucking when you
Andy the proctologist.
No, the stereo.
Oh, the stereo.
Yeah, my stereo really sucks, but I think it's or whatever. However you put it,
I think it's the greatest thing since sliced bread.
You need to type that one, dude, or top that one. You need to fucking you need to keep those up.
Bring your A game, bro.
Yeah, that should not have gone away. That should be a pretty regular.
That should be a staple.
Even if it's every other week. Even if you can't do something every week, but if it's every other week, dude, we should not let go of that. Like that is. Especially the pictures that you select. It's making me want to go out and take some more fucking pictures.
Right.
Start posting some
more pictures. That'll help me.
Hey, there's one of Andy standing on the back of my boat would be perfect.
Yeah. I seen that one. And then I don't need no Devin Ewart pose, you know?
Yep. Oh, God, the Devin Ewart pose.
Don't need that.
The best one was the one where I was looking straight at the camera and you got like my mouth and everything to move. Like it looked like.
Are you talking about on the boat when you're like this?
No, not that one.
No.
That one was okay, but the one that looked the most legit was the one where I was in London and my friend had taken a picture of me or whatever, and I wasn't doing the pose like this. It was like straight on.
Like
I think I still had my hand like maybe I don't know.
I'm over here having fish and chips. No, I'm just like. Bobby said the gene code is irrelevant back when we were talking about the blue eyes and all that shit. That's,
yeah, because they can program that shit, dude.
Like, you're right. Your gene code is irrelevant. I get that, but like, they're so us in the future.
Hey, Bobby, what are you OMGing about?
Us in the future, right?
Yeah.
And there's no gene code in the future, and everybody's kind of, it's the perfect society, whatever. That's the problem, man. Is like we're gonna miss the shit that made us human.
Well, here's the problem.
We're not gonna be there for it, but we're still, our generation. There's gonna be somebody somewhere that's gonna miss the things that made us human.
Since we're on the hypothetical, conspiracy theory, and we're talking about this, what if we are here because they fucked up their genes so bad because they can gene manipulate and all that sort of stuff that they are missing?
Wasn't it you that said that's why there's a missing link? Because
yes,
didn't we just talk about this like a couple weeks ago?
That's between us and chimpanzees and primates.
Yeah, we're not fucking monkeys. So.
No. No, they manipulated the DNA in order to us to be who we are and what we are. But what I'm saying is, what if we are here, and why our DNA was manipulated is so that we could have the genes or whatever that they're missing because they've manipulated it so much.
It very well could be. But the thing is we don't even as a race, we don't get out of our own way. Even if that's the truth, we won't get out of our own way. Bobby, to get caught up in games when they're Bobby, that's the whole thing is we're one person. Like together we can make a movement, but right now we also got to live life. You know what I mean? Like there are more important things to get caught up in, but I also like I don't game much anymore, but at the same time I go and play on my CNC machine and I build shit and I make shit. Well, that's my video games.
To elaborate and expand on that even more, to even Bobby's point, when he mentioned about having the technology and coming up with these ideas and he presented them and nobody gave a shit. Well, if you would have had strength in numbers and you would have had a platform and you would have had a place and people standing by you,
I don't doubt that.
People would have fucking listened.
I don't doubt that. I'm just saying
So being a one-man army is great. However, you still need...
I agree, but he's saying to get caught up against the thing is for some people out there, gaming is their peaceful place. I'm not saying that we need to be relying on that, but my peaceful place is either between my family and
I thought you were going to say between two titties.
Well, yeah. Two titties too.
Two titties
between my girl's legs. But
yes, that's what I was thinking.
But the thing is it's my happy place is my family or my hobbies. Like those are my and the thing is to some people gaming is a hobby. I know some people they may take it too seriously, and yes, they do forget about the outside world. I'm not talking about that, but to get caught up in games, it's not always that they're getting caught up. It's that somebody needs their peaceful place, and some people that's their peaceful place. You're right. In a world that's fucked up, every day I turn around and we're talking like a slew tonight, for example. Every one of our fucking stories is not the greatest, and then we talk about Hawaii, and there's nothing good aside from maybe some people uniting together. Outside of that, no, there's nothing good. But so I, as a person, need a peaceful place, and for some people that are from different walks of life than us, that's gaming, and that's just all it is. And I agree, dude. There's so much more important things. You're absolutely right, but sometimes that's just their getaway from the shit that we're talking about right now.
Well, the problem is a lot of people don't feel like they matter and that they can't make a difference, but they don't realize that you can, but you just got to have the wherewithal, and you got to have the knowledge to influence and show and present your case and have others follow and others agree. But the problem is a lot of people, like even Elon, he's a great example of this. He is very social awkward, right? You hear him talk and it's not eloquent.
Yeah,
he's because his brain is already thinking 5 sentences ahead. So he's trying to you know what I mean? His brain's going so fast that he's trying to explain, and it's not cohesive.
So he's a person I hate to like.
Yeah.
Or no, I don't hate. I dislike to like. Because I don't love him.
Yeah, no.
I'll be honest with you. But there's some stuff that he talks about that makes complete sense, and he goes in the right direction, but then he does things like buy Twitter. And
dude, I honestly when that happened, I go, this is the beginning of his end. That was the dumbest business decision.
Do you know what?
History.
Do you know how to respect about that?
What's that?
But he bought Twitter, right?
Mm-hmm.
But even though this is a bad investment, he's doubling down.
Oh yeah,
Devin, I've said there are times
when you gotta
you
walk the fuck away.
when
But anyway,
you
go ahead,
when
yeah.
you double down on something when you should walk the fuck away. You have that same drive. Like, you know what? If they say I'm wrong, I'm gonna work so hard to prove that I'm fucking right that I will end up being right.
Exactly.
That's why I like to dislike, or I dislike to like him.
Right.
Because he comes up with some good shit, but then he starts pushing for a brain chip, and I'm like, Elon, you almost fucking had me. You almost had me, and then you want a brain chip. But the thing is I know Elon isn't hanging out with the elites. Like, he's a thorn in some of their sides.
Oh yeah, he is.
You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, he's one of those people I dislike to like.
So you want to hear something great? So like in business, I actually use Elon as in my business models when I'm talking to these big corporate companies and stuff like that. And I know you're thinking like, okay, so yeah, he's successful. He's run 6 businesses, but that's not even remotely why I use him as an example. So what I call him is what's called an outlier. So when you have an established business, like let's say you're Toyota, right? You've been running this multi-billion-dollar business for X amount of times. The problem is these big corporate structures, they never look out for what's called an outlier. So an outlier is somebody who comes in and does record, breaking sales in weeks and months.
Yep.
And they don't get worried about that because they're too concerned about who their direct competition is. They don't realize your competition is coming, and if you don't pay attention to it, by the time it gets to you, it's too fucking late. And that's exactly what. So I use Elon, and I use that
at this
in
point
all
in
my
life,
businesses.
You got to think 20. At this point, you got to think 20 years.
And this is why I use
not 5.
Exactly. And I tell businesses, I go, stop looking at your competitors, and they're like looking at me like, what do you mean? Oh, these guys have been our competitor. We've been around for 100 years. Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. I go, look out for the outlier. Look out for the guy that just started the company 6 months ago, and now he's selling it for $100 million.
Somehow, something he did.
Yes. Revolutionized your industry.
Now,
and you should fucking pay attention, because if Toyota was smart when they bought into Tesla and shares,
V6,
they could have bought. I know. Don't even
V6 hybrid.
Don't even get me started on. Dude, when I saw that shit, I about lost my shit, because here's the funny thing. Toyota's not the only one that did that dropped the V6. Ford and a lot of other companies went with a V6 and a V4. Even fucking Mercedes. And then guess what? They just announced 2024. They're going back to the V8.
Yeah.
Because everybody's like, if I'm going to buy an AMG and spend $130,000, I don't want a 4-cylinder in my fucking car or a 6-cylinder. Fuck that. I want a V8.
So Bobby said, I can present you with tech.
I know.
Danny, you've met your match here. Country.
I know. I want to meet this guy. It's
I can
killing
present
me.
you with tech to get you anywhere in the solar system in hours and a whole other solar system in the universe instantly. And I'm playing a video game. Nope. Okay. You're right. For you, I didn't say I'm not. I didn't.
Not
mean
everybody
that for you.
thinks like us.
So you got to understand. Like, there's people that don't think on your level. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just simply showing you different walks of life. That's for them. For you, nope. Absolutely right. But I'm just explaining why some people do the video gaming thing, okay? And do I think Elon never played video games? I bet as a kid he probably played some. I don't play them much anymore, but I'm in my garage building and playing on my CNC and actually making shit. It's a different video game for me, but that's my peaceful place. Now, with the tech you're talking about, at the same time, if there aren't people listening to you, that you have, then what are you doing to get that built for yourself then? Because, or is it something that's going to take so much capital that somebody has to listen to you is my question.
Well, and that kind of goes back to one of my patents, the one that I posted recently about, you remember about the bartending, the automated.
Oh, you posted that the other day. I saw it.
Yeah. And I was like, what's funny is I invented that 20 years ago, had the patent for it 20 years ago, but the patents they only last for 10 years.
So I read that whole thing, and the thing is it because we have these ideas and we don't have the capital at the time? You know what I mean? Like, is so if you have this now because somebody didn't listen to you, you've got to figure out a way to get somebody to listen to somebody.
So I'll give you 3 scenarios. One was the one that I told you about that I actually worked with, and that's why I was able to name the companies because I've already worked with them. So I already, and they're all local. That's the fucked up part. Like literally all the keys to the ingredients were all here the entire time.
Okay.
I didn't even have to go outside of Texas. So the bank tubes, that's a company. Literally, they're based in Lake Dallas. Believe it or not. Ironically, I found this out like fairly like when I first bought the house. I was like, holy shit.
I want one in my house.
Right? Can I just shoot my laundry?
How does this work? Maybe we should build that next summer.
Right?
Like from our house, from your house to my house. We just shoot messages. Like we don't even use email anymore. This is what we're gonna have to go back to anyways. So anyway, we'll use our air compressors. Oh wait, we got to find a way to self-power them. But I'm sure with
bro, I'm already
between you and Bobby. I'm sure we can self-power air compressors to shoot our shit across.
I'm partially off the grid. I got my solar panels downstairs. I got my fucking battery backups.
I love that you say you're partially off the grid. The problem is the current state you're in. It's so easy to locate you. It's not even fucking.
I know. That's why I'm building phase 2.
Alexa's in every fucking room. You've got cameras. You know, like
I do got cameras everywhere.
He's so off the grid that he's still on the grid.
You want to hear something funny about the camera situation? So my neighbor,
what Patrick say? Sorry.
I said, yeah, pretty much.
You know, the funny thing is, so Nikki and Dawn next door were out of town, and she told her daughter, she goes, hey, don't you be having no parties and shit. You know, Devin's got cameras everywhere. He's going to report it and send it to me.
No, yeah, absolutely.
She didn't have a party, did she?
Bobby,
Nope. She didn't have a single person over.
Bobby, I agree. They won't give up their money, but the thing is if you have this knowledge, like all
right, so hold on.
How you got to get the masses. You got to get a mass of people like you that can do this shit. And you've got to, you have to get it out there somehow.
Hold on, and I'll tell you how.
You got to fight them somehow.
Hold on, here's how. The how is so this is what I've learned in all my years of doing in many patents, many trademarks, many copyrights, all that sort of shit. In fact, I have 2 more coming this week. So the key is you tell them partial of what you're going to do. You
bait and hook.
You know, you already have in your head, iteration 3.
Right.
So in companies, they work by iterations.
Yes.
So iPhone, perfect example. Iteration 1 is, we're going to add a 3rd camera. Iteration 2 is we're going to make that camera better. Iteration 3 is we're going to make the phone out of fucking titanium. Because why? Because we're fucking Apple.
So basically you're saying, so let's just say 3 iterations, right?
Right.
But your first iteration is so advanced.
Yes. That's what
that they're like that catches them and
catches them.
But the thing is
but they don't know where you're going. Like they don't know all the steps because you're used. Okay, give you a perfect example. If I told you all my plans, right, and all my ideas, you could just go and hire somebody else and build it and do it yourself. But if I only tell you a segment,
you still need to rely on me.
You still need to rely on me because I have iteration 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's what I've learned.
That's good business sense.
Yes, and you keep that in your head because they don't have all the pieces of the puzzle, and they don't know what your end game is. They only know what you're presenting them, and so that's the key in business. Like how to be successful is you hold all the keys. I call it like holding all the bullets. You don't necessarily fire them all at once. You when needed, at the appropriate time, and then you keep the rest loaded in the chamber.
Yeah, kind of like during the purge, right? Yeah.
Bobby said change only comes after oil runs out or catastrophe. Never mind.
Catastrophic, motherfucker.
Catastrophic. Yeah.
Jesus. You sound like me, man. It's catastrophic. I can even say that shit.
I've been drinking the water with the fluoride in it. No. The thing is.
Hey, Bobby, but you may be old and whatever.
He's right. Catastrophic change is what brings it. He hit the nail on the fucking head with that.
And that's exactly what's happening in Hawaii.
But why? Why is there not enough of us that aren't behind this to get out there and prevent the catastrophic change? Why is there not enough good out there to stop that? Why is there not more people
So going back to what he said about good versus evil, because there's more evil than there are good. And the thing that people do, it's not to better humanity, it's to better their own self. Goes back to the very first thing Patrick said, and I was trying to pull out of him about like basically politicians being in it for themselves. Remember one of the first things you said?
Yeah, they are. It's all political, man.
Yep.
They like Devin's moms too.
Wait, moms? I got more than one?
Mom.
Thank God. I was like, God, this first one sucked. Where's the second one?
Devin, all the political guys love me.
Already.
You are speaking a cursive.
All the political guys love me.
And that's still weak, man. All the fucking
Well,
political guys
you know
love me.
what? I'm not in the studio.
Leave me the fuck off, Patrick.
Ashley,
that's not it.
hold on. To Ashley's point, she had a good point. She said, "No, there is no money in being good." So, Ashley, remember we were talking last night, and I said, "Well, what if like all the countries decided, hey, we're going to help this country, and all the countries band together, we're going to help another country, and yada yada yada." Well, as business develops and grows, they're going to send a percentage back to their country, right, for the work that they helped out and the work that they, as a like, hey, we took care of you. Once you get set and ready and making money, help us, like, give a percentage back. So yes, there can be money in good. It just has to open up the eyes of all the politicians.
What really sucks is
and you're not going to be able to do that.
Evil. It's not that we're choosing good. We have no choice but to choose the lesser evil. We are getting to that point in society where it's not choosing the better, it's just choosing the better evil. And the choices are so poor, that's where we're at. Don't fucking tell me that Trump versus Biden is not the lesser evil battle. Come on, seriously.
Hey, let me run for president.
Did you see when he tried to announce LL Cool J?
No, what happened?
So he did this whole hip hop thing. He got MC Light and he got Belle Biv DeVoe right.
Yeah.
But when he tried to he's reading the teleprompter. He's LLJ. He's cool, man. And he's like, I'll tell you what. He fucked the whole thing up. His biceps as big as my thigh. If you're telling me
Biden?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
It was bad. But the thing is you're telling me that Trump versus Biden wasn't a prime example of having to try and vote for the lesser evil, and we still voted for the fucking we didn't. Biden himself is just so stupid. He's not really evil. It's just it's the puppeteers behind him that are evil. That's what I'm saying. Like
kick your leg.
But because nobody liked Trump's loud mouth, we had to vote for the lesser evil.
Yeah, and it just
man.
And this is what sucks. And like, this is what I'm like, just fuck this whole system. Fuck it in its anus with no lube, with sandpaper and fucking ants on. Because it's so antiquated, it's so archaic. It just needs to be scrapped.
All governments are archaic, dude.
They all are, and they all need, dude. They're still running fucking Windows 95, probably. Those motherfuckers need
they think
to get the fuck out the way.
No. That's Southwest Airlines that's running Windows 95.
You know who is?
Southwest Airlines.
Windows 95 or Windows 98? Did they upgrade?
I think they upgraded to 98 from 95.
The reason being, and it goes down to the granular level of just basic life coaching. Okay, granular level of basic life coaching is everybody on your team needs to be working towards the same common goal. Be selfish to take care of yourself so you can take care of somebody else, so you can fill your cup, because if your cup ain't full, you can't fill somebody else's. I get that. But everybody's on your team. But the thing is, the problem is humankind. The shitty thing about it is they're not all on the same team. They're not. They're not all on the same team. We're not working towards a common goal. We're working towards the greater good for us. Like Bobby said, nobody wants to until it affects them personally. That's the biggest thing. Humankind does not work as their, you know what, we're in this together. We need to make it together. It's
all right, let me pose a hypothetical situation. What if
there was a purge?
There were these pyramids placed on the planet, right? To
right up your ass.
Right in your anus. Like a cactus.
They might have come from your anus. We are talking about space.
What if they were placed on the earth as a shrine or as a relic, like we build shrines and relics for our past presidents? We have a fucking mountain dedicated to a couple of them. What if that was a relic or a shrine, and then the Nazca lines and stuff like that were placed. So we got different levels of civilization, right? So you have your first level and your second level that say, hey, like, we can't build these pyramids. They must have therefore came from somewhere else, right? Or a higher power or higher being that we can't build them even to this day with all of our modern technology. And then level 3 is, okay, now we're aerospace, and now we can see the Nazca lines. We can see all these animals and shit that are embedded into the landscape. And then what if step 4 is stage 4 in the evolution of humanity and everything else is now we're going to put these pyramids on other planets, so that way people of Earth can say, hey, somebody's already been here. So that means our past civilization has already traveled interstellar to these other places, which we've already found pyramids on Mars, by the way.
And guess what? We have a fucking movie called Interstellar. Oh, don't fucking...
All right, fuckface. That had nothing to do with it.
Full circle tonight, man. We made movies about everything that's going to be happening.
But yeah, so you have the different levels of enlightenment and different levels of humanity, and they see what they were meant to see because the higher powers have placed those strategically so that when you evolve to a certain point, you'll be able to understand, you'll be able to see those. Like if we didn't fly, we'd never be able to see the Nazca lines, right? And if we didn't go to Mars, we'd never see that there was a face and there's a fucking pyramid right next to it on fucking Mars.
They did debunk the face.
Okay, well, they're still the pyramid. They didn't debunk that shit. You can say whatever you want about the face. That's fine.
Okay. Okay.
And then you have the moon, which the moon is absolutely fascinating.
There's heat coming from it.
It doesn't rotate. It does. Did you know it doesn't rotate ever?
Well, there's
like all of the other stars and all the other planets and shit rotate.
The
right?
latest finding is there's a heat emitting object coming from underneath the surface. So
it's my dick trying to get out.
These nuts. Shit's made of cheese. From under these nuts. Sorry. My bad. I shouldn't. That's where the cheese fucking
from
under cheese.
So Bobby, what if they made from previous human civilizations? That's what I'm saying. But those previous civilizations.
I'll be honest. At this point, nothing surprises me.
If they have the tech to make that, then they have the tech to do.
What if they did? Yeah. Hey, is it going to change anything? No, I'm probably still going to live the same. I don't have a choice.
I mean, we've already been lied to at this point. That's why I love this whole conspiracy thing because it's like we've already been lied to about everything else. At this point, is it really a conspiracy?
my whole country has sold me on the
everything's a fucking conspiracy.
And keep my house. So even if aliens, even if all that shit is true, what am I going to do? I'm still going to go to work. I can't help it. I got to do what I got to do. I'm going to quit my job and be like, what? I don't owe my mortgage because aliens exist. Like it's not going to, you know what I'm saying? Because
I can't pay my bills because aliens exist.
We're different versions, right? We're related to, we're a different version, whatever. But if that's true, I still got to go to work the next day. That's the part that sucks. Like you can do whatever you want, but like I still owe the bank. Like or else somebody somewhere, because of mysterious magical money that somebody said gold is worth this money, which is not even anymore, said, hey, these dollars matter when they really don't, is going to come take my home. So it doesn't matter if we are a different version of something else. I still have to pay my taxes and bills and all this stupid bullshit that's really made up by
Wait, hold on. You gotta pay your taxes.
All of it's made up by
humans. When you buy
humans.
something, you got to pay tax on that tax, and then
it's all made up by humans. Like if humans had just built all their shit and said, hey, you don't have to pay for anything, money wouldn't fucking matter. Even paper, gold, metal, anything, precious metals, none of that shit. Somewhere humans said, hey, this is worth money, this is worth something, that's why it is what it is. Like I get that it helps with technological advances in some things, but
it's called supply and demand.
And some minerals are only found in other countries or legal lithium batteries to mine in other countries.
Yes. But it's funny because they've been finding, I think Arizona or somewhere they found in the United States that actually is a very big repository of lithium or some shit like that. Or might be nickel.
Repository?
Not suppository. I knew you.
No, that's just what he wanted.
Repository.
That's what he wanted.
That's what you like, Andy, is a suppository.
No, I already said that to you. Don't rip my joke off.
I'm not ripping your joke off. I didn't hear a damn word you said.
You wanted to hear was suppository.
Did he just pull the Carlos?
Mencia, yeah, I'm Joe Rogan calling him out on his shit on stage right now.
No.
You'll pull him in, see him, motherfucker.
No. All right. Well, y'all can keep going. It's 9:15. I'm gonna have to take off.
Oh yeah, because you got to drive. What from your fucking office to the bed?
Uh-huh.
What time you got to get up tomorrow, Salty Salty Nuts?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock? Oh, yeah, they let you sleep in an hour?
Yeah. An hour's an hour, man. I'm telling you.
Oh, trust me.
Thanks for not picking up the shelves I brought you tonight.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, you know what?
What?
Thanks for not bringing the tray.
I know.
Dessert tray. Fuck, he just.
I might.
The only thing you didn't fail on, man, no bullshit. Those Swiss cake rolls are pretty on point. I ate the whole fucking box.
Dude,
yeah, I know. Yeah.
I have to go.
No, I ate the shit out them hoes.
Them hoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Them ho-hos.
Well,
reference.
I'll just text y'all and let y'all know. I mean, I'll try to make it over to Friday or something. So I'll text and just let y'all know if I'll be able to make it over there and I can get the shelves and bring back the tray and everything. So,
okie dokie.
All right.
It is getting a little late.
So, all right. Well, I'm out, and thanks for everybody. Are y'all out?
No, I got 3 more parts to the story. Decided to go back to it.
God damn, son. It's 9:17.
I'm out.
Bobby said go sweep the floors, fucker.
I got.
Tell Bobby to fuck off, Bobby.
Myself.
Me too. But I work from home.
Jesus Christ.
Hold on a second.
I know it tomorrow. I got to go in.
Nah. You just
Yeah, hey.
go in right down the road.
Oh, hey, y'all. Hold
Don't even
on.
be a little bitch, baby.
Hold on for a second. Hey, Bobby, did that truck ever come by and get all that shit that was out in the back? Say, yeah, just say yes or no.
That sounded country as fuck.
No, I mean, he knows what I'm talking about.
Did that company go get that shit in your backyard? Down in the back 40?
Good. All right. So I'm sure everybody's happy back there now. Okay. All right. That's all I needed to know.
Patrick's always concerned about the back, making sure it's clean and tidy.
I mean, for all his suppositories.
For all of his suppositories.
But you know what I would take is a Finnegan suppository. Shit, yeah. I'll be out.
Yeah. I bet that digs right in you like Stefan. Going to the
That's
Cowboys.
not funny. All right. I'll see y'all. I'll text y'all, okay?
All right,
Word
sounds
up.
good.
Word up.
Later.
Everybody that joined and talked and chatted with us, thank you very much. We're going to do it again. And yeah. All right.
And yeah.
Appreciate
we'll be back in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Unless I go live or me and Andy go live. Well, I don't know how I go, but unless I go
You can do it
live.
through your cell phone and actually I could link in from the beach. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about that.
Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick, man.
Dude, this pool is 2 stories. Like it's fucking next level.
So
this place.
maybe I'll fucking remote in from Bourbon Street. God
Yeah,
damn
do it. You
with a
should.
hand
You
grenade.
totally
Asshole,
should.
man. Fuck you. Okay.
Oh,
I'm out.
we're driving.
I'll see y'all later.
We're driving back on Tuesday. Fuck.
Oh, dude, you're driving back on Tuesday. All right, Patrick.
Yeah.
Have a good night. Sprinkle
See
that
y'all.
salt.
All right. See y'all.
All right, later, brother. All right. So going back to what you were saying earlier about what is it called? Fucking Johnny Depp movie.
Fear and Loathing.
Fear
The
and
Dread
Loathing.
Zone.
Yes.
Fuck. Here we go.
Here we go. Ready?
No! God, no! No! Like the Office. No!
No.
Go ahead.
Too late.
What is this? That stuff makes pure masculine seem like ginger beer, man.
What?
Adrenochrome.
Adrenochrome?
Pull his teeth out.
I remember thinking, Jesus, what a terrible thing to lay on somebody with a head full of acid.
But we have a problem.
Wow on acid.
Some people are just basically rotten. Anyway, the last thing I'll put you straight behind bars.
I've seen this movie so many times.
I've seen it once. I feel like I need to see it.
I've seen it sober, high, fucking all kinds.
Wait, you did not see
only
it
sober. I've only
sober
seen
yet.
this.
I don't want you to self-incriminate.
This was a long time ago. This was like 20 years.
Eons ago.
This is a great movie, by the way. If you haven't seen it, check it out, please.
Yes.
I'm innocent! It was you! It was you!
That was loud.
Well, that's that. That's the last we should be hearing from Lucy, man.
I remember this. That's so fucked up.
Probably stuffing yourself down the incinerator about that.
Oh.
I don't know, dude. We got Illuminati and shit.
The part you missed, the part that he didn't play, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on, that's coming.
Oh, there's more? There's
Yeah,
more?
there's part two. Calm down.
Oh, shit. Can you show this part? Like,
I don't know.
Technically,
I don't know. We'll find out.
Oh, fuck.
At this point, I don't give a fuck. Here we go. We're about to get fucking shadow banned. Oh, well, fuck it.
I gotta piss.
All right, hold on.
Where'd you get this?
Let's play it. Let's play it.
Never mind, it's absolutely pure. What kind of monster client have you hooked up with this time? Satanism freak.
Yep.
I think there's only one source for this stuff. The adrenaline gland from a living human body. I know. The guy didn't have any cash to pay me. He offered me human blood, said it would take me higher than I'd ever been in my life. Well, he was kidding. Oh, I told him I'd just as soon have an ounce or so of pure adrenochrome.
Okay.
Or maybe just a fresh adrenaline gland to chew on.
I could already feel the stuff working on me. The first wave felt like a combination of mescaline and methadone.
Oh, yeah, this is
Maybe I should take a swim, I thought.
Yes, sir.
Drank it. You're only supposed to take a dab.
Where'd you get this? Never mind, it's absolutely pure.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What kind of monster client have you hooked up with this time? See.
Yeah, so, like, literally, it's fucking hidden in plain sight.
Satanist freak.
Mm-hmm.
So, it goes on further. He starts hallucinating. Is it still playing?
No, it's done.
Okay. Anyways, he starts talking about hallucinations and some chick having 6 breasts. And all of a sudden, Johnny Depp, like, hallucinates Benicio del Toro having 6 breasts.
Uh-huh.
It's a crazy, crazy scene. But yeah, it's crazy because the fact that movie is resetting something years ago back in the 60s, and it was still a Satanistic tied up thing with adrenochrome, and now it's even being said, as you saw in the videos earlier, like,
yeah, it's like maybe there's some truth behind everything that is supposedly fiction.
Think, what could it be? Anyways, yes. So around the adrenochrome, man, that is some scary ass shit. Hopefully, I'm hoping that's a conspiracy that's not completely true. I don't know if it is. We'll see.
All right, but wait, there's more.
I'm going pee.
The recent fires in California, Australia, and now Hawaii are unlike anything we've ever seen before. They are being called forest fires and wildfires, but they are clearly something very different. These fires are burning homes into a white powdery ash footprint, while often leaving the surrounding green trees and shrubs practically untouched. In extreme cases, forest fires can reach temperatures up to 1,500 degrees Fahrenheit, and the melting point of aluminum is 1,220 degrees Fahrenheit. So it is possible for an extreme forest fire to melt aluminum. But there are cars with puddles of melted aluminum that were clearly not in the wildfire area. And melted glass, which has a melting point around 2,500 degrees Fahrenheit.
All right, can somebody explain to me how something that has the melting point 2,500 degrees? Trust me, I have a fire pit in my backyard, and we've thrown glass bottles in there, and like literally in the middle of the fire, and more often than not, like the bottle is there the next day. There's only been a handful of times that maybe one bottle might have sort of melted, but for this shit to melt like this at with the melting point of 2,500 degrees. Now, granted, we're talking about a beer bottle versus a window that has safe light, whatever, that plastic or whatever that's in the glass.
Safe light replaces windshield.
Yes. Well, it's got that safety, whatever that plastic, I forget what it's called. It's got an actual term for it.
Tempered glass?
Tempered, yes. Thank you. Thank you for coming back in the studio. Great timing.
Damn. Here.
I needed you in a pinch.
I'm only here for entertainment value, folks.
All right, so let me go back to this video here.
Yeah.
These are unexplained anomalies. In the California fires of 2018, cars were randomly bursting into flames on the freeway with no surrounding fires.
What the fuck?
We've seen these same anomalies in New York City on September 11th, 2001.
Damn right we
Cars completely burned out with no explanation. In Maui, these unnatural fires spared the homes of the rich while burning the native homes of the working class. With precision, these fires destroyed the most envied, high-valued areas of Maui. For decades, directed energy weapons have been classified, but they have been on the public record for several years now. Directed energy weapons, known as DEWs, have the ability to burn homes with this sort of precision. But in order to be this precise, the area would have to be mapped out. In January of this year, green lasers were seen over Hawaii, which could best be described as a geospatial array for mapping terrain. We have seen that among the ashy ruins, there are blue-colored objects that have somehow survived the devastation.
Andy, did you see that blue car?
Blue cars.
It's hard to deny that.
Blue umbrellas.
There's your blue umbrella.
A blue boat.
That I'm still...
Blue planters. Videos online are going viral that show how lasers can easily burn through certain colored objects, but objects that are colored blue remain unharmed.
I don't know why.
Directed energy weapons include lasers, millimeter wave, and microwave. They are all based on light frequencies, and different wavelengths of light affect colors differently. For example, in laser tattoo removal, different wavelengths are used for removing different colors. And this is because color is a quality of light. Each color has its own frequency. Interestingly enough, the frequency of the color blue is 6.66.
Oh!
Reporting for InfoWars, this is Greg Reese.
Oh, it had to be from InfoWars, right? That just discredited everything.
Damn it.
All right, this next one though, like this
just happens. No, I'm sorry. The 6.66 was the one. And like, come on, man. Like,
yeah, the frequency, and that's like the third or fourth website or post that I saw that's the frequency.
And it can be true. I mean, somebody is the Bible conspiracy? Is the evil?
So here's the thing, like even if we're talking like lasers and stuff, like the thing is, you're talking about the blue spectrum, right? There's still the UV ultraviolet spectrum that is beyond that. So here's the thing. The reason why I'm bringing that up is because people saying, "Oh, like we saw laser, blah blah." You're not going to see ultraviolet.
No, you're not.
Your eyes cannot see that. So
can I ask?
That makes sense. You can't see the laser.
So anything past the blue spectrum will
ultraviolet. Yes, UV. Yeah, you can't see.
So no. So is blue considered ultraviolet?
No.
So anything past the blue can start a fire?
Yeah, instantly.
So why didn't they just go ahead and instead of using blue laser technology, why did they not go to an ultraviolet laser?
Well, that's the thing that I'm proposing is like somebody needs to take a UV laser and hit blue, because yes, blue is on that high frequency, like they showed that frequency chart of 666.
Yep.
So the ultraviolet is obviously a higher number, but does that mean because it's on the high end, it's literally to the edge of the spectrum? Does that mean
you're telling me ultraviolet wouldn't burn blue?
No, I don't think it would.
So right now, your head and your shirt would not burn.
They would not
you
burn.
would.
Somebody get a fucking UV laser. Let's fucking experiment.
So anything past the blue spectrum,
right? Which would be your ultraviolet, which is purple and
blue or above.
Purple, white.
Because blue can still burn. Blue laser is the one you get. They have that high. The one you pay.
It won't burn blue though.
Okay, that makes sense. And neither will anything past that.
I don't know. We'd have to do. That's what I'm at. I'm presenting that somebody needs to, because I don't think it was a blue laser like they're talking about.
Yeah,
I think it was a UV ultraviolet high frequency laser.
So I wish like we could.
You would not see the beam. Period.
Put an ultraviolet laser on this
that panel
and see if it burns or not.
Yes, exactly. That's the only way to test.
So you're thinking anything blue wouldn't burn on the ultraviolet spectrum either?
It might not, just because it's so close to the edge of the spectrum.
Okay.
Now, if it was red, yes, it'd burn right fucking through it, because it's a lower frequency.
I will have to agree as far as brightness and what it does to your eyes. Blue light is fucking horrible. It's awesome. It looks cool as shit.
It does.
But when you got it on the LEDs, man, it fucking put red and then put blue. And tell me which one you can see better in as far as brightness. Blue light wins every fucking time. Red is so much darker. Than, so, okay.
And so Bobby says the laser is invisible below the atmosphere. Well, no, because I mean, I have blue lasers, I have green lasers, and I have red lasers. And that was the joke that I presented about 15 years ago. I said, why? Somebody explain this to me. If the old school projector TVs had literally a red gel, a blue gel, and a green gel, and it shot up on a screen and it created a picture. And I go, why the hell can't we take a red laser, a green laser, a blue laser, and make the same thing?
Yeah.
And then guess what just happened this past 2 years is they have fucking, and it's funny. Let me go. I will go find that Facebook post because I was joking about it, and my friend Devette, she ended up winning the lottery. So she gets like I forget how many hundreds of thousands per month or whatever. She did that payment plan or whatever. Anyway, so I was telling her about it. She's like, dude, if you come up with it, I'll pay for the funding, this, that, and the other. And I'm like going, and then sure enough, like 10 years later, 15 years, how many ever years it's been, like it's actually a thing now.
Yeah. I mean,
but it's just one of many things that I've come up with throughout. And apparently my mom was telling me.
Isn't it the same thing as plasma too? When plasma was big?
No, plasma is completely different.
Okay.
It works on a different, on actual, I don't know the ins and outs of it.
Okay.
I just know that like my plasma TV downstairs, if I put it next to my expensive ass TV, as far as brightness, the plasma will fucking, and as far as color depth and stuff like that, the color will kill my TV. Problem is
plasma was crazy.
Plasma was absolutely amazing and awesome. But the problem is if you're in a dark setting, like if you're in your bedroom and you have that fucking TV on, you better wear some sunglasses.
Yeah. That's how the Vizio is in our room.
Oh, you don't have the light sensor thing?
I got one of those cheap ass ones, and the remote, like I can't even get into the settings I can't change the settings on that fucking TV at all.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow,
there's
they
the
got that
preset.
lockdown?
There's the preset pictures, and that's it. There's no going into just the brightness. There's no sleep mode.
So the Samsung TV in my bedroom has the light sensor, so it automatically dims. The TV downstairs has it, but the problem is when I go to like if I have to update something, and it goes to that white screen.
So
that
bright.
it's like it's like staring at the sun. I'm like, fuck.
I will be the TV in the bedroom is going to go out in the garage, and the garage TV is going to go out in the backyard eventually. But yeah, no.
Yep, sorry.
But yeah, anyways, I digress. That's a whole other thing. Anyways, go on.
All right, so this is the next one in our series of alternative
alternative stories.
Here we go. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
To erase all these videos about the wildfires in Hawaii and a
It's
couple of
already
other
happened.
topics they're trying to mass censor across the internet. This is not a conspiracy theory. And now a PhD researcher is saying the same exact thing is happening to her that I've talked about. They took the sound off my video explaining this to you guys. That never happens. They reported the sound. It's just me speaking. They said it's a copyright violation. No music in the background. It was just me talking like now. And then a flood of 6 of my videos all got banned at once. Every single one of them about the wildfires. This is treasonous. What you guys are doing at the Pentagon, you're paying a company in New York to use AI bots to attack Americans on U.S. soil who are asking legitimate questions about the failure 2.5 weeks ago in Hawaii. This is absolutely outrageous and borderline treasonous. We need investigations in Congress. We need defunding. That AI firm should have to return the check, because this is the end of freedom as we know it. If everybody's going to be harassed 24/7 on the internet by an AI network funded by the fucking Pentagon.
Okay, I mean, you're right. I agree, but fuck.
And so, like, I saw this video. Obviously, I clipped it, posted it, whatever, to our show notes and everything for tonight. And out of just curiosity, I took a couple stories about the fires and stuff like that into both Bard and ChatGPT, and both of them, like, just literally, ChatGPT just sat there, no response. No response. I, edited it, tried to, make it shorter.
Yep.
No response. Bard, nothing. And I'm like going, dude, it's already fucking here. They're already trying to scrub this shit. And I know personally from like working in AI for the last 5 years, I know how powerful, I know what it can do in the capabilities and predicting your past and predicting what you're going to do next and everything else, and knowing more about you than you even know about yourself is like, it's absolutely fucking creepy. They can build a profile easily on just a few key. I know with what I was working on, I had user database, I had a credit card information database, and then I had service database. So I had 3 different databases that I could tap into, and basically I could predict what you were going to do before you did it. And if somebody else was watching something on your phone, or like you handed your phone to your kid, or your kid was watching TV, we would know exactly like what your schedule was, and when your kids came home, when they were watching TV and what they were watching, and then we could actually make a profile on your kid that literally your kid has no information, has provided nothing about.
The shitty thing about that is social media is doing that to us all the time with the algorithm.
And they do. And they're like, the funny thing is people like post about, oh, don't get on TikTok because they're going to have all your information. I'm like, your information's already been sold, and it's already on so many.
If you think TikTok's the only fucking thing that's selling your information, you're sadly fucking mistaken.
And that's why I laugh. And I go, the only reason why they're going after TikTok is because it's a direct competitor to Facebook and Instagram and everything else.
China owns it.
And China owns it, and it's going against U.S.-based companies. And that's the only reason why they're going after TikTok, because everybody's been doing this for fucking years. And the thing is, you take down TikTok, and then tomorrow there's going to be something else that comes up in its place.
TikTok is great because it's like fucking 8 to 2 minute bites, 8 seconds to 2 minute bites, and that's what people like.
But the problem is, it's getting us into a civilization where if you don't tell your point in that 2 to 8 seconds,
you're right.
If you go and like tell this elaborate story, nobody has the attention span.
Business emails are the same way. If you're more than 3 bullet points,
yep.
You know what? I stopped reading after the 3rd bullet point. I skimmed through the rest. Let's make a call and let's talk about some shit. Oh, yes, that part. Completely forgot about it. My apologies. But yes, on that, could you go more in depth on that? Because I didn't, in your back of your head, I didn't read that fucking bullet point because you gave me more than 3.
Right.
Like, it's the same thing. Like, it's the same mentality. We want shit done quick and efficient. And
hey, Bobby, answer this question going back on the wavelengths and direct energy weapons and stuff. Can a ultraviolet, because more than likely that's what the wavelength of what the government's using, because they're not going to be using blue lasers. They're not going to be using commercial, or what we have is, pedestrians. They're going to be multi milliamps and all that sort of stuff in different wavelengths. So can you answer Andy's question about, like, does the ultraviolet or the higher wavelength, does it still burn blue?
Or not burn blue.
Because I'm thinking that it's close enough to the spectrum that it won't.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering the same. Like, is it
megawatts.
I feel like, if it was a straight blue, well, it's during the day, so you probably wouldn't see it. So, fair enough. At night, you'd probably see it. If they saw green lasers, they definitely saw blue lasers if it was nighttime.
Well, that's why I'm saying ultraviolet, you won't see it at night or day.
Nope, you wouldn't.
But yeah, to Bobby's point, he's talking megawatts. So, like, what the consumer level is milliwatts. And so what the government has is megawatts, which is, the difference between a AA battery versus a Tesla Powerwall.
Yeah. Megabytes versus kilobytes versus gigs versus tera.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you just keep on going. Fuck the government. I mean, sorry. God damn it. What is the power source is a good question. I would like to know if you can burn anything past, like, once you go to blue, is blue going to remain immune into the ultraviolet non-visible period spectrum? Because blue, even like blue flame, you can't see it unless it's nighttime. Even if you're talking about combustion, okay? Blue laser, same thing. You're not going to see it until you shut off the fucking lights and see the blue beam going through things.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the Blu-ray laser, that is actually, I want to say it's ultraviolet.
It could be.
It's more of a purple. It's not. But even that laser that was in the video footage that we shot wasn't really blue. It was kind of a purple too, but it's not of the ultraviolet, which is beyond that spectrum. Because there was a video clip that I saw a while ago that somebody actually had a UV laser, and they had 4 lasers lined up. They had a red, green, blue, and then they had the ultraviolet. And they were like, which one do you think is the most powerful or does the most damage?
Yep.
In the ultraviolet, hands down, like, just destroyed compared to the other 3.
Okay, fair enough. I'm still I'm curious to the power source too. Like, is it because it's, so even if it has a power source, so let's say it has an insane power source, would it still not affect blue? That's what I'm like, is that why, because I'm telling you, blue spectrum is visible at night.
And the other thing is, okay, so we have the power source. Like, is it lithium ion? Like how? What is it? Nuclear? Because if it's nuclear power, but it's
I don't know.
It can't be nuclear.
But I will say it's 9:45.
It is.
It's getting late.
It is getting late. It's probably about that time, and I got to break my seal again. So
I gotta go again as myself. I got a lot of Mountain Dew and a couple ciders in me. So.
All right, Bobby. Well, here's the game plan. I'm thinking I got to get you in the studio, obviously, and then I got to get Wyatt in the studio, and then I got to get both of y'all in the studio, and then we'll just sit back with some popcorn.
I believe we should have Wyatt in the studio with us.
Yes,
because I want to discuss. I don't want to go. I want to get into.
Yeah,
what goes into that product, and then
yes.
And then,
so that's what I'm saying. Have Wyatt separate.
Yeah, and
then have Bobby separate, and then have both. Because I feel like, man,
I feel like they might dominate the whole show.
Yeah, I do too.
No, you 3.
Yeah, we probably.
But anyways, but
it'll be good as long as I can get fucking Wyatt to slow down, and that's why I need your help to, like, hey, slow down, like, because he's literally on, like, episode 5, and we're, like, still digesting episode 1.
He may need to smoke more of his shit.
I was gonna say, I'm like, dude, I think he needs.
Maybe he's got the dealer's mentality, like never get high on your own supply. You know what I mean? Like maybe he doesn't do it. He's like, I just know the investment. Like I don't do the shit. Like I don't just.
It's just like the thing that like frustrates me is like I love working with brilliant people. Like I love surrounding myself with people that don't think conventional ways, because conventional thinking gets you fucking nowhere. Like it gets you conventional results, and that's not where I'm at. I'm like, I'm wanting exponential results, so I need to hang out
for
with
exponential growth.
Exactly. And so in order to have that happen, like you've got to surround yourself with other people that like think outside of the box.
I mean, I agree.
And the problem is like trying to find that network and trying to sift through all of the garbage in in and around the area. No offense, not talking about you. I'm just saying.
No,
in general, it's like it's so hard to have these intellectual and these just mind altering and like.
But I find it relaxing occasionally to hang out with the pigeons so that you just look like an eagle. More keep the standards low so you can just every once in a while fucking go hang out so you can maze yourself for a little while and be like, you know what? I am pretty smart. And then you go hang out with the smart people and be like, because the smart people make you feel dumb for a while. So just for a little bit of self-esteem boost, you're like, you know what? These are not the conversations I'm having with the smart people. So I'm still smart. It's easier to exceed expectations when you fucking keep them low.
I mean, it's funny because like sometimes I'll go into the fucking rabbit hole of like quantum physics, quantum mechanics, and all that sort of shit. And I'm like listening intently, and then all of a sudden I'm just like, fucking squirrel.
You know what? You know
and
how,
then I'll come back in and I'll be like,
you know how Andy approaches that?
That was it.
God made people like you and Bobby talk about quantum physics, so I can have a good time. y'all get back at me when you're ready to go.
Yeah, y'all go fucking solve life's problems.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go live life.
We're all out on the lake, and you guys are like quantum this and that. I was like, hey, I got a beer and I'm on the lily pad.
So quantum entanglement.
Y'all holler at me when you're done. I'm gonna go have a good time.
And in the string theory, what happened was. No, but like there's so many things to unwrap and unpack and all that sort of stuff, all the things Andy hates to hear.
It's not even that I hate it, it's just like a lot of this isn't even going to be solved in our lifetime. So I'm going to do my best to do what I can. But
I never thought this shit was going to happen in my lifetime. So that tells me that like if we don't do something in our lifetime, it's going to be too late, bro.
I'm honestly, dude, like I feel like I've accomplished quite a bit. I don't mean from
for you or for humanity. That's the fucking don't be the politicians.
God didn't
be better than the politicians.
God didn't fucking put me here to be better for humanity. He put me be here to fucking not judge, help humanity where I can, when I can, on a small scale, and then live my life and then actually live. Like I want us to succeed. I do, but am I going to come up with it? No, that's not me. That's up to much smarter people than myself.
See, my thing is like.
I'm live and let live.
My brain is like a sponge. Like it's just like it's always thirsty for more fucking knowledge, and it's like it can never be filled because as soon as it gets filled, it's almost like the sponge just kind of wrings itself out, gets rid of the useless information, and then hangs on to the important information, and then it just accumulates, and then it uses like things that are happening in the future. Like literally, Natalie was reading a joke to me the other day, and she didn't even get a quarter of the way through, and I gave her the punchline in the end. She was like, "How the fuck did you know that?"
So, well, it's experience and knowledge, but
yeah.
Do you know what a fisherman's favorite type of music is?
What?
Something catchy. Gotcha, bitch.
Do you know I don't go fishing?
I mean, you should still know,
I go catching.
I go. Do you though?
I do.
Okay.
My last fishing trip, dude. That was the best one of all times, and so I was like, "Yeah, I can't do it anymore now. Like, I got to fucking retire on top."
What did the atheist beaver say when he finally died and went to hell?
What?
Well, damn.
This fucking guy.
Anyways, oh shit, I digress.
All right, Ashley and everybody else, thank y'all for tuning in. We will catch you in 2 weeks.
Dose. Next Tuesday is what date?
I think the 2nd.
You'll be out of town.
I'll be out of town.
All right, cool. But yeah, no, if you By the way, since we're off for 2 weeks, those of you who are still hanging on, or you want to tell your friends, feel free to tune in, listen, like, and subscribe. But also, write us with ideas that you'd like to hear on the show that you think the audience would like to participate in. We are coming up with content. We're trying to come up with guests too as well, but we also want to hear what you want to hear about sometimes too as well.
And I'm thinking about when we come back having Wyatt on, so that way we can promote it and stuff for the 2 weeks that we're gone.
Yeah.
And then hopefully the week after have Bobby on, and then the week after that have them both in studio, because especially if Bobby sees Wyatt.
Because unfortunately, like the guests that I'm reaching out to just don't seem to be panning out. So why not? I want to be on with Wyatt anyways. I need to pick his brain.
It's like the more I talk to him, like I feel bad, because I'm like, he's literally fighting the good fight, the good versus evil. Like he's literally like, yeah. I mean, it's ironic, but like, so that's so to me as a business owner and stuff like that. What I love and what I see, the underdog and all that sort of shit, like that's what fascinates me. Like he's going literally the David versus Goliath. And that's also the reason why like I want to talk more about the Hawaii.
David versus the Southern Baptists. Sorry. My bad. Did I go too far?
Yes, Bobby, the multiverse is fun. How many is 2? That'd be 14 days, in case you're wondering.
How many is 2? Man, that's the best part, is when somebody like comes like I've got the formula for all this shit, and then you're like, wait, how much is 2 again? 1, 2. Fuck, I got fucked up already. I fucked myself up too, Bobby. Sorry, my bad.
All right, everybody, love you long time. Thank you. Tune in, and like Andy said, if you want to comment into any of our either direct message, or if you want to comment under any one of our podcasts and like talk about different ideas, like tonight, like we talked about Hawaii, we did a deep dive into it. So if you want us to investigate anything, we will.
Ask your friends too if they want to listen in and talk about something. So, I know there's only a few of you out there this evening, but no topic's really off the fucking table. I don't want to scare anybody out there, but at the same time, that's also what it's about too.
Well, and that's what's nice about being unedited, uncut, and unscripted. So, like,
until we play sound bites from fucking copyrighted shit.
Yeah, well, we don't give a fuck, because you know what? That's why our name is FU Podcast, because literally FU 185 episodes. What? We're still winning.
All I do is win, no
Right.
matter what. Anyways.
All right, everybody. Love you long time, and we will catch you in 2 weeks or 14 days.
Word. And like a deaf kid playing musical chairs, we're out.
Word. Thank you for not fucking saying catch you like COVID.